What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Hi, and welcome to the show.
What up, y'all?
Happy St. Patrick's Day. To all those that celebrate, I suppose. I don't know if that's a... And I know it's mostly an American thing, but...
Yeah, I wonder what it's like over there.
We take holidays and we bastardize them. That's what we do.
No, I was saying, well, I wonder what it's like over there.
I know in Dublin they have a big old parade.
Well, we're also having parades around Chicagoland, and it is freezing outside. I hope they canceled it for next weekend or some shit, because it sucks outside. It is a nightmare.
You know what? I'll look up what Garen thinks about St. Patrick's Day real quick. American St. Patrick's Day celebrations. He'll be our Irish liaison.
And I'm not doing that whole, oh, let's get drunk, because I feel like it's not like a let's get drunk thing. I feel like that's just like a Boston, Chicago thing. Where this is a very good excuse for very bad behavior. You know. I don't know if it's in the scriptures that everyone's supposed to do this.
Well, at any rate, it is St. Patrick's Day, and in America, it's just another day to kind of get drunk.
No fucking way. He is not Irish. He's not Irish.
I did get asked. I did get asked if I was Irish.
And you lied, and you said
no. We were with my wife's friends, and we talked about our trips to Ireland, and they asked me if I was Irish. I'm like, maybe. I have no idea, actually. Like, there are rumors that I have Irish heritage, but I have no idea. But my wife is like 10,000% Irish.
I'm trying to. My wife is sending me pictures of our excursion yesterday.
Of the blizzard.
Yeah, because first thing Billy asked is it snowing? I was like, is it? Let me show you. But I am having difficulty. And this is... maybe I'm just tripping. Here. That should do. Download. 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 Okay. And then I will put them in the group chat, and then we can see them on the screen. Nomming. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is yeah, there we go. My beloved. Because she sent me all like the total mess that the highway was, but then like, I don't know, a mile later, it was perfectly clear. Like, couldn't even tell that it was even cold. Where the hell's the group chat? There we go.
So I found a video, and it's specifically about Chicago and St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, don't look at the river. Don't look at the river. You don't need to see that.
Oh, for some reason, there's no audio.
Fucking mental. I fucking love America. I love watching you. We don't do this weird shit in Ireland. Fuck me, if I walked out of the pub after a feed of pints and the river was fucking green, I'd probably piss myself. Here's a time lapse. Look at them. I think I was probably 25 before I realised America was a real place. I used to think we just came up with you to spice up the news. Oh, look, your man from The Apprentice is bombing the Houthis. It's like an Irish fever dream. I feel like I haven't actually experienced being Irish until I go to America. I can't wait to see the fucking parades. I'm going to review them tomorrow. America, enjoy your St. Patrick's Day, ye mental over-the-top fuckers. And follow me. I'm delicious.
See,
I think that about That about sums it up.
He respects us. You know what I'm saying? He knows we got a different brand of Irish over here. And it frightened him, which is fine.
I was wondering what that ding was. Oh, okay. Here are the pictures.
Yeah, I got it. Because I got to go in order.
Jesus Christ. Mikey, you live on the planet Hoth.
I don't know how many times I have to fucking keep telling you guys that.
You live on the fucking ice planet Hoth over there.
The ice moon. Get out of here. All right. So this is out the window to the side. And this is in front of me. It's a normal road. Everything looks great. We're just moving on down the road. And then when you have a field to your side and the wind is blowing over that field, it just makes literally like a fucking, I don't know, 800-foot long blizzard in just that area every time the wind blows. And then the wind has to swirl around to clear it. So this is right after. Like as soon as I drove through it, it was fine. But it was this. For no reason, just so doodly-doo, just driving along and bam. For no reason other than that this place is so fucking flat and so filled with farms. There you go.
Y'all live on a fucking Star Wars planet. I put it in the chat and Mark said, damn right. I'm sure Minnesota's a fucking ice tundra as well.
They have lakes and hills. We are just flat.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're flatter. I'm pretty sure we're flatter than Kansas.
Yeah. The flatlands get it pretty hard. Because there's nothing to delay the moisture or the winds.
There's nothing in the way.
There's nothing in the way. It's just all corn groves as far as the eye can see.
Between me and Irish Swede, who's in Nebraska, there's literally nothing. Like if we both got into like 1,000-foot tower and shine lasers at like, we both got into a hot air balloon over like directly over the top of our house, we could probably just see each other.
So you're saying
that there's no mountains or hills or anything between me and him.
So you're saying the flat earthers are right?
Oh yeah. If I zoom in, right. You're on the buttons.
All right, I'll be on the buttons.
Get me some freaking buttons up in this biatch. Woo!
Wake up, Mikey.
There he is.
Billy?
Person.
Billy's very
fettuccine,
specific.
linguine, martini, bikini.
Person impersonator.
He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe it wouldn't even come. You'd save your time.
Chris C.
We don't like cum.
Pub galaxy full of stars.
These were the free speech advocates.
I'm gonna start. That's gonna be all of my character voices in Delta Green. I'm gonna sound like James from Pokemon. What or Pegasus? What do you mean, Yugi boy? Adams.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
We Shazadi, Paddy's Day.
Fucking square it is.
We're indulging alcohol in Scotland. There you go. It's like everyone celebrates their own way. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna. I have a feeling that is inbound, and I don't know if there's a way to stop that now.
Yeah, okay. I think all the other countries who are like, oh, yeah, that's not our fucking problem. You know, I believe Germany's prime minister specifically said, yeah, that's not our problem.
Like, bro, he act like all these European folk are just like, hi, Donald, thanks for shaking my hand. Like, they don't fucking like you, bro. No one has liked you. He's walking around like, yeah, they're thinking about me. No, brother.
No, man, they don't fucking. You know, he knows they don't like him too, because in his first term, one of those summits he went to, they all started making fun of him, and then he showed up and he was very pissed about it. I think it was the French president and the German chancellor and a few other people were like, yeah, fucking that Trump guy, he's a fucking moron. And then Trump got wind of it and he left.
I have to run back.
He left because he's a little bitch.
He's a bitch, mate. He's very crybaby. He's very sensitive.
He's a sensitive boy.
Oh, here it is. So here's what you got for. Let me. Can I do this international one first?
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, because I got a whole series of things
I was about
that are like.
I'm gonna say I think you got a menu set up here. So let me get this out the way. You talking about? You pulled it down. You talking about? Well, let me just play it.
And pooling our resources that we're increasing as part of our.
So Canada, Sweden, who else is in the way? France,
It's like the UK,
Norway, UK, Poland. No, it's not Poland. I can't think of who that is.
NATO pledges. How do we pool those and
Italy?
be more effective?
Maybe.
Oh, it says that PMs of Norway, Canada, Denmark. Denmark, Finland, Iceland, and Sweden.
Okay.
Wants all of us involved in that with a number of other nations.
The countries north of the wall.
Is a practical example of that. There are many others. So that's the first thing. The second, Judy, you referenced resources, and there are considerable resources, both physical, critical minerals, and for example, in Norway, as well as other economies, Canada included. So how are we going to develop those ourselves with partners at speed and scale that
You know who's not at this fucking conversation?
America.
are there? And then the last point I'll make and then hand over, which is, of course, security is much broader.
Germany said it's not a NATO war. NATO is a defensive alliance, not an invasive one.
Yeah, when Germany's like, we don't want to be involved in a war, you know you fucked up.
They paid their reparations. We can't hold them to that forever. Those guys are dead, except for the ones that are in the White House.
Abilities in space, the capabilities in AI, in quantum and others. Again, where we have quite complementary skills, what we're doing is discussing is how do we pool those, cooperate, again, positively take more responsibility, and we're solving issues for our citizens. That's our jobs. And in that regard, it reduces the threats.
Let's skip to a question.
Mark's neighbors. Here you are side by side talking about the importance of unity. If a country within the NATO alliance tries to take over Greenland, would Canada then be ready to contribute with military forces and actually put up
Motherfucker, didn't you see Rocky? This is one of their most dangerous.
military resistance to protect Greenland?
One more knockout.
Well,
you know what I
the
mean?
first thing I'd say, thank you for the question.
Sorry, I talked over it. Sorry.
Is to take over Greenland. Would Canada then be ready to contribute with military forces and actually put up military resistance to protect Greenland?
Thank you.
Well, the first thing I'd say, thank you for the question. We stand foursquare behind the principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity. It is for the people of Greenland and Denmark to decide their futures. And first point, being absolutely clear about that, being clear that we will back that with measures as necessary as a partner, and being, I think the fact that we and others have been clear, I don't want to put it on Canada, but European Union and others have been clear about these fundamental principles and principle of solidarity has helped to create the space, which always should have been there, to be clear, to develop a better security umbrella in the Arctic, but also including Greenland. So we're clear on where we stand, and we will continue to stand.
Yes. If America attacks Greenland, we will attack America. Next question.
Great.
This question is mostly for Prime Minister Carney, but also for Prime Ministers Kristersson and Thur. There's been
Jesus Christ, lean into the mic, buddy.
reports
It's too tall.
in the last few
He's
days
too
about
tall.
intensifying Canadian interest
Freaking giraffe, motherfucker. Get down there.
in acquiring submarines from Norway, Germany, and fighter jets from Sweden. can you say if this was discussed at all today, and also
You hear that, Boston Harbor? They're getting motherfucking submarines.
the significance of this type of military hardware operation in this new security, global security environment of today?
Okay, well, let me answer the specific, but let me make a couple of general points, which is that we have a procurement process, particularly for the submarines, which is at a stage where the final bids, or 2 final bids for those submarines, those are in and they're being studied and worked through by an independent process. So it's not for me to comment on that. And
He said they're already setting prices. Can't talk about it. We got a couple of bids left, and I don't want to tip my hand. Fuck.
Progress Only says, "Hey guys, I took a 60-pound asphalt chunk to my city meeting yesterday."
Jesus.
Is this about potholes? Is that what's going on?
Damn, boy, you strong.
and we're not having discussions about the specifics of that. But your question is very well.
There it is.
What are your thoughts about opening a discussion in your country, in your own countries, about loosening restrictions or policies when it comes to nuclear weapons, even during the peacetime? Thanks.
The river, I think, is green, yes, but I am many miles away in the safety inland.
It's for road funding in general.
It's crazy.
That's a hefty way to make a point.
I can start. I want to say that Finland does not seek to have nuclear weapons to our territory, and nor is NATO making any such plans. What we are doing at this moment in Finland is our purpose of the government is to remove legal barriers which do not exist in this form in the other Nordic countries. On nuclear weapons, the initiative to adopt the French nuclear deterrence to increase wider European security, it was positive, but Finland has not had similar discussions as some other countries who are also presented here. But
they say France has enough. I see through these. I'm rolling diplomacy checks on all this shit. I see what's being
we are
said.
interested to hear more because we need to strengthen European deterrence.
I think the most, and following up on what Petri just said, I think the most important thing is to build a stronger NATO and Europeans' nuclear deterrence. It is a part of our overall deterrence of Europe and NATO, and therefore from a Danish perspective, we are now doing 2 things at the same time. We are deepening our engagement in NATO when it comes to nuclear deterrence, and at the same time we have accepted an invitation from France when it comes to deepen our cooperation with them. And I think it's positive from a European and from a Danish perspective also to be stronger in this area, but it has to go alongside with many other capabilities.
Welcome in, comrade.
And many other investments as we're doing at the same time.
So while Trump is telling everybody that, oh yeah, Europe's just, they're all knocking at the door now, they're all a little bit too late because I've already won the whole thing, so there's no need for. No one is interested in helping your punk ass in Iran. No one. Not a single country is like, yeah, we're down. Nope.
Yeah, I can't think of any other, except for Israel. There's no country that is like, oh yeah, totally, we'll help out.
No one is interested in going over there.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what's your plan? Huh? Plan?
What's that?
We don't have one of those woke plans.
He said he was bombing stuff in fucking Iran because he felt like it.
Hey man, Hague's got space for everybody, so keep it up.
So this is a part of a series of 2 or 3 videos about the conservative movement trying to restrict women's rights, specifically with the
What?
SAVE Act, and a very interesting project that the Heritage Foundation is currently getting on.
You mean the Obamacare Foundation? That's
Yeah,
what we
the
should call
Obamacare-
them. That's
the
what we should call
Obamacare
them.
Foundation.
That's what we should call them from now on. Hey, did you guys know that the Heritage Foundation made Obamacare that you guys fucking hate so much? Did you know it was them?
Yeah, no, the from the people who brought you Project 2025. They also now think that women just get to do too much. But we'll let John Thune here explain the SAVE Act.
Mr. President, today we are kicking off an extended debate on the Save America Act, a package of common sense measures united around 2 themes: protecting our elections and protecting our youth.
Oh yes,
What?
and also, it is Women's History Month this month. Just so we're all aware.
Let's hear it for the girls.
You're going to hear me use the adjective common sense a lot in this debate, Mr. President, because if there's any word that is suitable to describe the measures we're considering, it's that. Mr. President, if there's anything essential to the integrity of elections, it's ensuring that those who are registered to vote are eligible to vote.
Pause.
And that those who show up to vote at polling.
He's right. So all of them should be primaried because the voting system must be rigged. So let's have a re-election of every single person. Snap election. Let's have a snap election next weekend.
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying? Because if they're not saying that, they should shut the fuck up. Because it wasn't broken when you won your race last. It was working just fine then, right?
I like this comment. Democrats are cheaters. At the end of the story, you guys are pathetic, and I'm pissed I even came across your channel. We'll not be back for sure. You won't be missed.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, you called us. You know what I'm saying?
McKinnon, come on.
I mean, according to the Pornhub results, they know men can get pregnant. They know.
Places are those who they say they are. And who are to vote are eligible to vote. And that those who show up to vote at polling places are those who they say they are. And how do you do that? Well, by requiring that Americans show proof of citizenship when they register to vote, and that they show photo ID.
Unconstitutional. We've been over this. That's unconstitutional. Sorry. If you're a citizen, you don't need to prove you're a citizen. It's violating the 4th Amendment.
Don't you need your walking papers?
Yeah, you can't paper please people for fucking voting.
Well, I mean, these are free documents, right? So it's not like this is like, I don't know, a poll tax.
It's not like every citizen isn't issued like a citizenship card, right? Like we're all given citizenship cards. Boy, that's the dark road we're going down, isn't it?
Well, give us all a citizenship card. Just make it free.
Yeah, it better be free.
Because that's what they're doing. They're trying to use, oh, you have to have an ID. Well, in some states, like they won't issue you a no ID unless you take care of your parking tickets or take care of this or do some other hoop that you have to go or have. It's not as easy.
Pay your car taxes.
Yeah, it's not as easy as he's making it sound. And now that they're implementing this, let's say 30%, it's actually probably closer to like 50% of people that didn't have a valid license. So then all of them would be rushing to the DMV or their local municipality to get that kind of stuff. Did you even leave enough time for people to get that done that you wanted it done? No, that's the point. You know what I mean? If it's going to take on average like a month for everybody to get a new ID because they mail it out or something like, or they have like, I don't know, gutted the fucking federal government. So trying to get these people these new IDs. Are they even in place yet? Did you even do that yet? But that's the point, is they don't want people to be able to get that ID. They don't want that. They're jamming up the system just like they did for legal immigration.
So it's not just a social security number. They want you to have a government issue photo ID that proves your citizenship, which means you need a passport.
That's yeah. and passports take at least 2 months.
And they're hella expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $150 to get a new
Per
passport.
person.
Yeah. So.
And again, there's no one at the State Department anymore. Fucking Marco fired everybody.
Yeah.
So who's gonna be processing all these new requests?
Good luck if you're a woman and you had to change your last name.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't match your other forms of identification.
Right. Your birth certificate's different than your driver's license, so you must not be a real person.
Yeah.
Polling places. That's what the Save America Act would do. It's just common sense. And polls show that the American people overwhelmingly agree.
Tim.
But to hear Democrats talk.
Tim.
I like the screen name. Jesus saves, you me.
This is my favorite part. Do you think they don't have driver's licenses in other countries? We're the only place that has a driver's license. No other countries have ID systems at all. These people live in huts, obviously. The tortilla huts of Mexico. Like, dude, you are so fucking dumb and racist. It's weird.
So I live in what many would consider a liberal state, and we still have voter ID laws already. You have to present your driver's license if you want to vote, or some other form of identification, like a piece of mail with your address on it, like a bill or something. Like, you have to prove that you live at this address according to your voter registration form. So, come on, guys. They said they leave all ID at the border. That's a fact.
They confiscate it when they're illegally crossing. Like, dude, make it make sense. Whose side are you? Whose side are you actually on? Your side or Trump's side? Because you don't even know what you're saying anymore. Sheesh.
That's funny. Who told you that?
Yeah, where'd you get that?
New York State driver's license to an illegal alien, first name, no name given. That's not even possible.
That's such bullshit.
They said Axios.
Jesus saves you, me is an independent.
All
Gotcha. I buy it. Hey, I totally believe you. You got me. No, you Google it, bitch. I'm not doing it. We already have a fucking menu of shit we're playing. You came in here with your random ass distractions.
Or an article title. I'll take an article title.
Motherfucker had McLovin on his fucking license. Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Daily Blase in the building.
What's up, Daily Blase?
Everybody go support the Friday Frolic.
The Friday Frolic. I love how our friends have such interesting names for their shows.
They're good.
Citizenship or showing a photo ID is an intolerable burden.
Most
Mr.
states
President, I haven't heard Democrats
voter ID
complaining
laws.
about the 1,000 other circumstances in which we require photo ID in this country. Democrats are aware that Americans have to show photo ID to get on a plane, right? And to start a new job. And when they head to the doctor's office.
Not an under the table job.
Well, maybe people don't fly around like you. You ever thought about that? Like, you know, when you're going on vacation to the Seychelles, people don't always fly places. Some people stay home, have staycations. You know what I mean?
And to rent a car. And to stay in a hotel. Heck, if
no, bro, you just need a fucking credit card. Don't these people know how people live?
No, but his script says I should say these things.
I've never presented a photo ID at a hotel. They're just like, can you give me a credit card? You might have to show an ID to confirm it's your credit card, but they're not like, can I see your ID? Can I see your driver's license, please? Customer who wants this hotel room.
Yeah, they're just like, we got what we need, so do whatever you want to do up there. I don't give a shit. I'm going to charge the fuck out of this card, though.
just give us a MasterCard that we can charge your room to. Like, that's all they care about.
Sir, We don't care about your fucking stupid inbred racist ideas about immigration, okay? We can deal with you at another time. We're talking about women right now. So you get on board.
This ain't your show.
You get in the back of the pickup truck, all right? We're going this way. God damn it.
You want to get a library card, you have to show a photo ID.
I have a library card. I didn't show a photo ID.
Democrats remember their 2024.
I showed up and say, hi, my name is Tim. I live at this address. Please give me a library card.
If he's saying that all this shit is already the case, and in most of these states, when you register to vote, you have to fucking have an ID anyway. So then what are we talking about? Why are you making a new law if it's already the law already?
Right.
Because you're just trying to disenfranchise people by forcing a federally mandated ID thing that doesn't exist unless you already have a passport, and then you're kind of already exempt into it. Like, you're adding a hurdle.
Yeah.
Let the state, and I'm pretty sure the 10th Amendment said the states get to fucking decide how they have elections.
Right.
Or convention when attendees had to show a photo ID to get in. Attendees remember their 2024 convention when attendees had to show a photo ID to get in.
But that's not the government asking you for an ID. That's a convention asking, that's a company asking you for your ID to match your ticket, I assume.
Ticket that you paid for.
Right.
That you did voluntarily. Or is it in the Constitution that you can get into a concert venue without showing ID? But I can show you in the Constitution where it says I can vote without having an ID.
Right. The government issues these IDs. The state governments issue these IDs for the most part. Once again, if we're going down the route of you need a citizenship ID card, then the government better be fucking giving those out to everyone for free.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to have a US ID card, that's fine. You need to fund that. And you need to implement it with enough fucking runway for people to get them before the election happens. Throwing this on at the last minute saying, well, if you don't have a passport, I guess you're fucked until we get this US ID thing set up. No, you're doing it backwards. ID first, then you can ask for it.
Right.
Because a driver's license won't even cover it in most of the places that he's talking about, because he's leaving out the very obvious fact that your driver's license does not show your country of origin.
Right.
So why are you keep bringing up IDs as this fucking red herring? That's not what you're talking about.
The senior Democrat senator from Georgia required photo ID to get into his recent rally.
You know, every political rally, they check ID, right? To make sure that you're like, you go through a security sweep. I went through a security sweep for Bernie's fucking rally when he came to Connecticut.
Like, this isn't even how voting works in most places.
Right.
I go to a specified place. I don't have like my own place. Like I probably could go to like town hall or something like that and vote, but I have a polling location. So me and probably like 1,000 other people go to one spot, and then there's a school in another neighborhood, and then that neighborhood votes there. You have your own place. So if you're trying to go from place to place to place, yeah, they'll take your ballot and then they'll let you fill it out, and it'll go through the machine. And guess what's going to happen? Wrong location. Your name, if your name doesn't go with the ballot that you have at your right location, they're gonna boop your little thing, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, you don't vote here. You vote over on that one," and they'll send you to the place you're supposed to be voting, because everyone has their own voting location.
And by the way, there's been like 80 cases of voter fraud in the last 10 years in all elections. 80.
Right. Each one of the fucking 535 people in Congress and all those presidential candidates, and there was 80 cases. And some of those were bullshit because Florida flipped the laws on people and they told felons that they could vote, which is another whole different thing. Taking away felons' right to vote. Excuse me? What are we talking about right now? If they're out of jail, you can't just tell them they can't vote anymore.
Yeah, here we go. Someone said that you can go to anywhere and vote within the same county.
Not true everywhere.
Yeah, Connecticut doesn't have counties, so it's within your town. And then there's voting districts.
But the shit that they pulled in Dallas, where they switched it up on them, instead of having it like he's saying, where you can vote anywhere in the county, they said, these people, this is your location, this is your. We've had it up here for years, but they flipped it on them, 2 days beforehand. So people just showed up to their normal polling place where they had always voted, and it was not the case.
This person said that there's been voter fraud in every election in the last 100 years, and tell that to all the dead people that vote every year.
Here we go.
I mean,
Didn't
yeah,
take
sure.
long.
There have been cases where dead people have voted, but that's because they died and their spouses filled out their voter, their mail-in ballot or whatever. It's not like hundreds of thousands of dead people voting.
But how do we know?
It's mistakes with the registrars, and it's mistakes with their spouses who are filling out their ballots. But it's, once again, 80 cases total in the last 10 years. We're talking 0.0000001%. Not something that's going to overturn an election.
It's not like there was like 90 million ballots per election. 8 cases per year, and this guy's like, aha, dead
Here we
people.
go. Here. There you go. I mean,
Who's that liberal rag? That liberal rag, Stanford University. So here's the thing. So Damon Jesus, or Jesus, Damon Jesus, you expect them, I'm assuming them, to publish the actual numbers. So if you can't falsify your own claim, you know what that is? Made up. You put that on my wall behind me. Like, if you can't falsify your claim, it's made up. It's a belief.
Here we go.
We'll never know what we don't know. Well, okay then.
They scoured 4.5 million voter records in one state and found only 14 possible cases of ballots cast on the behalf of dead people.
And old people are legendarily democratic.
Right. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. 0.0003% of all voters over the last 8 years.
Come on, guys.
I mean, you guys want proof? Here it is. Look it up. Google it. It's worth a Google.
Again, but this is at the same time they're talking about all this fucking voter fraud. Didn't he win his re-election?
Right.
No voter fraud in that one, huh? Never mind the fact that you got fucking drug addict McGillicuddy laughing with his little fucking demon spawn. They'll never know. Like, yeah, remember that shit?
No, Mikey, that's a good point.
Elon's little fucking meddling in the whole thing. Nothing said about that.
That's a good point, Mikey. To all the voter conspiracy theorists out there who are apparently watching the show now. Okay, if the vote was rigged, how did all these Republicans still win?
How did Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG, how did she fucking win if Georgia's election shit was so corrupt?
Yeah. And how did the Republican governor of Georgia remain the Republican governor of Georgia?
Why did he get on the fucking phone and say, "Give me the goddamn votes, will you?" Do I have to play that video? Hold on. The perfect phone call.
Hey, Junior Hayes, how did all the Republicans still win in Georgia if all that shit happened?
How come they won, man? There's more that see. This is the problem with their little conspiracy theory. So you're saying they only fucked up the ballots for the presidential part, and every other Republican was left alone so they wouldn't get caught? Wouldn't they just wipe it out? Right? Like, there wasn't a 90% Democratic win all over the country, because that's what would happen if there was ballot cheating. They would just win everything.
Hey, here we go. My claim is facts. I'm not projecting my feelings like you. I don't know, man.
I'm showing you that you don't have anything to base what you're saying it on, except for the fact that you have completely swallowed the hook on, let's see here, on a lie. Trump, Georgia, what is that, Secretary of State?
Yeah. You're literally being a conspiracy theorist. Like,
correct.
That's all conspiracy and hearsay. And in fact, Trump has not won any of those court cases claiming election fraud. In fact, many people that were in his campaign either went to jail or were charged with crimes related to fraudulent elections. So maybe it's Trump that's the one that's doing all the fraud.
There's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, having a correct, the people of Georgia are angry, and these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others.
This was an hour-long phone call. You'll remember. This is the 4 minutes of the juicy part.
We're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, that you've recalculated.
Brother, it didn't happen. Okay. Here he is on the phone saying, look, man, just fudge that shit. You feel me?
$1.99 super chat from Tez.
Oh wait, where is it? Where is it?
Boring, Huey.
Prison. That's what they deserve. Prison by Estelada.
Trump lost 60 plus court cases, and you're saying there was no evidence able to be presented because they didn't have any evidence. Rudy Giuliani never had any evidence.
Hold on. We got the evidence right here. This is the evidence, bro.
Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And
see, this is what, bro, he's just trying to come up with shit to get this guy to flip so that he can win Georgia. Bro, you gotta snap yourself out of it.
Mikey,
he's on tape lying, bro.
What party did the Secretary of State for Georgia belong to?
Republican.
So why would he have a reason to lie to Donald Trump?
He didn't want to go to jail.
Oh, this is the best one. The FBI has the ballots. Well, then Kash Patel is on it, right?
You think Kash Patel is an independent arbiter of information? Bro, stop chatting back to us. Just listen.
also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them?
Keep in mind, Rudy Giuliani is probably got a whiteboard or something. He's just like signaling him, like, say this. Oh, I'm gonna say this. Say this one.
With other parts.
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
Like, he's trying to get the Secretary of State to agree to one of these conspiracy theories on a recorded phone call.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, I
He's
know you
the
don't.
guy in
No,
charge.
No, you don't. You don't have, not even close. You're up by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a.
Do you not have the audio on?
Maybe not.
Do you not hear this?
Well, there's captions too. There's captions. Just read the captions.
You're right. There is captions. There's no excuse.
It's closed caption in case you're not listening.
So that's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyers. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can. both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. You know, I mean, I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So
What?
Look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. So tell me.
He said it himself, bro.
Mikey, don't, because if they could read that, they'd be very upset.
Oh, I think it's just a bot now.
Oh, maybe.
Hey, let's see. Hey, guys, don't ban the bot. Let's see if we can trigger its responses. Just I'm curious now.
I think we have a test for that. And we have like a Turing test for the bot.
Oh, yeah. Everybody put a 6-7 in the chat.
6-7 in the chat.
That'll prove that you're not a bot, because I want to, because this is what we need to see. We need to see if the bots can like listen to us and then like participate in the conversation. No, you literally just heard him say, "Come on, man, just give me the votes, huh? Just give me the votes." You heard him say it, and then you're still believing the shit that he's saying could have. You bitch. The bots have grown.
AI is getting really smart.
It's getting really smart. But he literally just fucking said, "Come on, man. Just get it. You know I got it. You know I got it. Don't you want to recount it?"
Let's take them on merit here. If the FBI does have those ballots, it's been over a year now. It's been quite some time since Kash Patel and the FBI got a hold of that stuff, right? Or the FBI's had it the whole time, and then it's been like 6 years. Why isn't just like the Epstein files? Why has Kash Patel just not released it? What's going to too many hockey games? What's going on here?
I was about to say, you know, the team street hockey team is getting together, and he had to get down there.
What if he has the evidence and he has all of this stuff? Then why is it not public? He's the FBI director. He can do whatever he wants.
How come he didn't get rid of all those judges in all 60 of those cases that found that there was no election fraud?
Right. So if they raided Georgia,
no. They didn't just raid Georgia. That shit was forever ago, brother. It's pieces of fucking paper. This shit don't take fucking 10 years. What are you talking about? They do a fucking election overnight. So why is it still taking them weeks and weeks and weeks to do this shit? Like, I get that you want the truth. I'm telling you, they're trying to make up something that you'll believe. That's all this is. Because if it was right there on the surface, they would have just fucking put it out there and like, "Ha, gotcha, bitch." It never happened. What's the fucking holdup? No. Because because they didn't have anything to stand on. They just came in there with allegations and rumors from Rudy Giuliani and fucking read it. That's not enough.
Don't ban this person for putting in the chat. We wanna yell at them.
Yeah, we're playing. Well said, Scott. Like standing on, no standing for their case. Like the case wasn't based on anything. There was no evidence. They were just saying, "I think that this happened." They said, "Where's all the papers stapled together you're supposed to be handing me right now?" Like, "I just think that." Well, then get the fuck out of here. Like, what are we talking about? You can't just do that. You can't just cry.
Once again, the election officials in Georgia were Republicans. So why would they not want Trump to succeed?
They're like, they're not against him. He just didn't fucking win the state.
They just didn't want to be part of Trump's crimes, which, by the way, all these people that got involved in the crimes got picked up on RICO charges.
But here, let's hear him not try to coerce this guy. Here, what's his name again? What is it? JR. JR, listen.
Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. And it's going to be very costly in many ways. And I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. For instance, I'm hearing Ryan, and he's probably, I'm sure, a great lawyer and everything, but he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with such, he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure, because the answer is they all went to Biden.
But Brad.
And that alone wins us the election by a lot. You know, so.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Like, dude, if you don't want the person in charge of the state election to be in charge of the state election anymore, then you need to change that state's constitution, and you can have whatever you want. According to the rules, the guy in charge said it's fine. I don't care how many fucking conspiracy theories you come up with. That's what the record will reflect. The guy in charge says it's fine.
Well, I think this person is one of those people who cannot be dissuaded from their insanity.
What would we have to show you to make you believe that you've been believing bullshit?
Right.
Just name what the thing is, and I'll get it for you. And if there is nothing that's going to sway your mind on this, then guess what, buddy? You might be in a cult.
I really don't know what could possibly sway you from your delusion. You, sir, or madam, have TDS.
Mm-hmm.
Because is the earth round? I just want to know. Where are we?
That's literally a copy and paste from something else, because there's no way you believe that. There's no way you believe that. So you're saying the Republican Secretary of State rigged the election against Trump, and only Trump, but let all the rest of the Republicans win their races.
Right. And it sounds
and you
like
said
it
you
wasn't,
want this. You're going to use Occam's razor on me? Okay, bud.
It would be suspicious if it was just Trump and the Secretary of State on that phone call, but it sounds like there was a lawyer for the Secretary of State, or the state's elections enforcement, and other people in on that call.
Rudy was there.
So Rudy was like, there were a bunch of people on that phone call. And it sounds like the Republican in charge of the elections didn't want to be a part of Trump's scheme to try and take the election.
And then later on in an interview, oh yeah, I had a perfect call. I had a perfect call with him. Perfectly legal call. No, you leaned on him to get these fucking 12,000 some odd votes.
And then Trump threatened him and had other people threaten him.
Yes. And that was the two black ladies down at that election place, at the polling place. They ruined those fucking people's lives. Rudy lost his fucking fancy cars and watches because of that shit. He had to sell it all.
His license to practice law.
Oh yeah, and he got disbarred. Yeah, he's saying other shit now. So there is no information that could change your mind on this.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, if there's no information to change your mind, then there's no point in us talking to you anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna carry on, my wayward son.
There may be sweat water. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry, no. Boom, 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 boom.
Anyway, that's because Rudy Giuliani and the MyPillow guy never had any fucking proof to begin with.
Don't worry, Carrie Lake's on the job now.
Yeah, right.
Are they going to start boycotting libraries and airplanes and hotels and for requiring a photo ID?
It's not
going to explain why they're perfectly justified in requiring photo ID for their political rallies, why it's somehow an intolerable burden to ask people to show their photo ID when they go to vote.
Man, because you're not talking about a driver's license.
Hello, our former colony. Pay your back tax, and we'll send King Sausage Fingers to deal with your orange issue. Or you could do the decent thing and invoke the 25th Amendment.
Oh, man. I wish somebody would fucking do that. Hold on. I got to bring up the actual playlist.
I mean, if only the Republicans would do their job.
If only.
Ellerfly.
Okay.
Domestic policy, bringing it close to home. First
Oh,
of all,
boy.
the Save America Act, what are you expecting this week when this vote takes place in the U.S. Senate? Will the Vice President's vote be
I think it's
necessary?
imperative that it gets done. I'm not sure it is. You know, the Democrats have horrible policy. It's just incredible. But they stick together. It's the one thing they do. Their Supreme Court members stick together. Those appointed by a Democrat
He looks a
stick
little red.
together. If Barack Hussein Obama appoints a
He
member,
looks a little like hunched. I know we're not like. He's old. So he looks like super hunched over. Like. He's not doing great. He's not doing great.
He can't keep his internal pressure. Look at him. He started to
Nah.
turn into a pink slime.
Nah. This person. Listen, fucking guy. Person. bot.
You don't. Yeah, go ahead.
I've said this several times already. I live in a liberal state that has voter ID. Listen, Connecticut's had voter ID for a long time.
It's covering your face.
We get it, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't have to identify yourself to vote. However, requiring a passport or citizenship to vote is against the Constitution.
It's a poll tax.
It's a poll tax.
The IDs are not free. Make them free, and I don't have a fucking problem. But if people can't just go in, prove who they are, and get it for free, then it doesn't fucking count. That's a poll tax. You can't charge a penny for people to vote.
Right.
If you don't get that, do you think it's okay for them to charge people a penny to vote? Answer that. Answer me. Answer me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we fucking think of them. They're a fucking conspiracy theorist nutbag.
Hey,
that's what's
look
going
at
on
this.
here.
Look at this.
Yeah. All you
fuck you, motherfucker. I wear couture cloth diapers. I have a comically large baby Huey pin that goes through the corners. Yeah. I only wear cloth. What you talking about? And
I
it's
mean,
the
Biden
American
and-
flag. I got it from fucking Hegseth.
Biden and Trump probably wear the same kind of diapers.
I believe
Supreme
that.
Court, that member never goes against him, and they're proud about it. They say, I don't give a damn if it's good or bad. That man appointed
Indeed.
me, and I'm never going to let him down. I don't say that's right, wrong. I just say they stick together. Republicans go the opposite way. If Donald Trump appointed me, I'm going to show the world that I can be totally just.
He's just fucking ranting about nothing.
Day. What up, girl?
Texan here. I show my photo ID to vote already, so this bill makes no sense to me other than it's just plain voter suppression.
Oh, no. She what it is she works for Dominion, and she is part of the deep web of the underbelly of the deep state, which is like the undergirdings of the deep. I'm like, you guys are arguing for shit that doesn't even make sense. Like, everyone sees this for what it is, except for you few loyalists out there who are absolutely just. Let me pull up the snow picture again. Like you're just out in the snow. You're just walking up the trees. Hello, friend, and just like you're just confused, man.
We have a $2 super chat from Dark Lord Greg. Charge a penny to discontinue pennies. Brilliant.
Oh, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Every citizen must have one penny.
I can be. that I can be totally just and I can be independent of Donald Trump. He's not controlling me.
Right.
And I don't want to control them.
Yeah.
I just want to have smart decisions. They gave us a decision on tariffs the other day that won't change tariffs. I can do it a different way. I always knew I
Hold
could
on,
do it a
Tim.
different
Hold on,
way.
Tim.
This was a little quick.
Where's he at? Hey, do you have a passport, JR? Because if you don't have a passport, you may not be voting. Because your ID is not going to work. If this goes through, your ID is not sufficient.
Yeah, maybe that new ID that they had going on.
No,
No,
the
not
real
even the
ID
one
the
that
real
like you
ID
need this to get on an airplane now.
that's good for flying domestically, but it is not. It doesn't work because it doesn't have your birthplace, which is what they're after, and that's what the language in the bill says. Because you need to prove citizenship. Having a real ID does not prove citizenship. It just proves that you are who you are.
Proving citizenship without a citizenship pass is really hard.
So yeah, JR, do you have your passport? Because if you don't have your passport and this goes through, your ass ain't voting.
Yeah, because a social security card wouldn't work because it's not a photo ID.
Correct.
So yeah, it would really just a passport would get it done.
That is literally the only thing.
Which is fucking wild. Like once again, that shit's not cheap.
And it takes time.
Yeah.
We gotta go out and vote this afternoon.
Oh yeah, you got primaries, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Kat was getting ahead in the polls there.
Kat is about to dog walk these fools. The more they fucking shit on her, the stronger she becomes. Kat for 9, everybody.
Quicker, a little easier, a little better. But they gave it a decision that could cost this country $500 billion to pay people back, because now I have to start the tariffs all over again. Very simple. And what happens with the money I've already collected? Why didn't they say, starting from now, go the other way? $500 billion, perhaps.
Hold on, pause it.
It's so sad.
On the tariffs, he's like, well, why didn't they just let me do it and then say, all right, slap on the wrist, this is how you're supposed to do it? Because you're supposed to know that already, you fucking moron. You're the goddamn fucking president. You shouldn't have to be told how to do your fucking job, dumbass. The courts shouldn't be your fucking guardrails to let you know what appropriate and inappropriate behavior is. Read a fucking book, orange bitch.
JR's not here anymore.
They got gone.
They got gone for a comment that YouTube didn't show us.
No.
But yeah, it was rather racist.
Oh, well, what was it?
JR said, "I'm surprised the black guy is smart enough to get ID."
That's why you're in the side chat. You are now under my black command. You will listen to the words that I tell you to listen to. Wakanda forever.
But one thing about the Democrats, they stick together like glue. They impeached me twice for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, there you go. Kent says, getting a library card and staying at a hotel are privileges that can be regulated. Voting is a right unless subject to regulation. $5 super chat. That is correct. And also, once again, I didn't have to show an ID to get a library card. It just depends on, once again, the regulations at your local library.
And that's the same. I mean, getting one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and voting are about the same thing, I think. I think they're equivalent. You know, I'd put them right next to each other.
Listen, when I want to go use the local the town's 3D printer.
Got one of the nerd libraries. Oh no, De La Blase says, gotta go now. Me and my beloved are headed off to watch the footballs. I think they mean soccer. Up the mighty Bantams. And there's roosters. Or are they cocks? Have a great show, everyone. Thanks, Daily Blase. And everybody, if someone could drop the link for Daily Blase, truly one of my favoriteest people, because he has one of my favoriteest accents.
Yeah.
I love
Mikey's
it.
gotten pretty good at doing it.
Oh, you can't even tell us apart. I mean, it's like, wow, he's in here, you know. Throws everybody off.
Unanimously. Fortunately, the Republicans stuck together, and it was something. It was pretty wild. But the
I
Democrats.
love how Trunk's like, I really love the unity of the Democrats, and I wish the Republicans were that united. I wonder why they're not.
Bro, tell me he's from this planet when he thinks the Democrats have all coalesced into some one giant unit. Like, come on, you can't be this dumb. Zero,
I
you
mean,
farting? You are.
We have a
farting.
Democrat from Pennsylvania who was like, "Hey, come on, guys, get on board with everything Trump does."
and then we're like, "Don't you have a stroke you're late for?" Or here's a conspiracy.
Democrats have
That's my favorite Dr. Seuss book.
The Lorax.
The Lorax.
Horrible policy, transgender for everybody, open borders, men playing in women's sports. But
so
the one thing
dumb.
they do have is they stick together.
I feel like those are all like taglines for him now. Like that's just like everything gets brought up when once he remembers one of those topics, everything gets brought up, and it's like just a reflex of his now.
He's brought up trans athletes more than there are trans athletes in the NCAA.
Right.
Like he's individually, he could have individually called out each one like 5 to 6 times by now. Because there's like 10. There's 10 trans athletes.
Right.
In all of the NCAA, out of 55,000 athletes, there's 10. And he cannot drop it. Methinks thou doth protest too much. Let me see Trump, let me see your phone. Let me see that search history. Come here. Let me see your phone. Let me see what you've been looking at.
Oh, apparently we're anti-American. Oh, that's a relatively new one. I don't think I've heard anyone call us anti-American yet.
How are we anti-American? Motherfucker, I pay
Yeah.
taxes. What else do you want me to do? Huh?
I pay taxes.
And I read the Constitution. And I'll only do what I'm required to do according to the Constitution. You seem to be wanting to do things that are outside the Constitution.
I know. I ran for office. What's more American than that?
I'm having babies.
Just because I think this guy is a fucking clown. By the way, that'll be a good screenshot. There we go.
No matter how bad the policy, it's embarrassing to watch them try to defend it. And in a way, I say as a Republican, in a way, I say, thank goodness they have bad policy because you'd never beat them. We have something in there now, the Save America Act. Voter ID.
I beat Rio was. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, you'll have to type that in American. That's the only language I understand.
I can't read that. That's too difficult for me.
It is embarrassing watching Trump speak.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Get the screenshot.
Oh my God.
Get the screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah. Touchdown.
That's a winner.
Hey, Unc Andy, thanks. Because if we didn't pause it to fucking mock you, we wouldn't have got this beautiful screenshot. See, even your useless ass has a use. See? He does that a lot. He does like the little baby pouty face.
Yeah.
He does it a lot, like as like a microaggression. It's strange. Yeah, see, you were helpful.
Even among Democrats, Democrats poll at 89% on that. And then they have proof of citizenship. And then they have no mail-in ballots. No mail-in ballots.
Oh, that's the other thing that they want to get rid of is mail-in ballots.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Here, pop quiz. I'll let the trolls answer first. All right, trolls, you get first bite at the apple here. Why would people who are not Republicans be very excited for them to get rid of mail-in ballots? We'll give you a few seconds here to get your answers in. Let's see if we can get some funny shit in here.
I'm getting a spice attack.
There are a few exceptions to this no mail-in ballots thing. It's if you serve in the military, if you can't physically make it to the polls, if you have like a medical issue that prevents you from getting to the polls. And I think there was one more. It was disability, military, and one other thing. But yeah, they want to get rid of your ability to vote by mail, which, by the way, several states do exclusively. Like Oregon, they only vote through mail-in ballot. They don't have a system set up to vote in person. Actually, I think there's another state. Mail-in ballot.
Hey, fuck you, Andy. The NBA is great. You monster! Victor Wembanyama is a god. Love watching him play. The trolls aren't guessing.
Okay, so 8 states. That's more than I thought. Allow all elections to be conducted entirely by mail-in ballots: California, Colorado, Hawaii, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Vermont, and Washington.
Dark Lord Greg agrees.
So not all of those states are blue states.
Yeah, they want birth certificates. I smell fraud. Driver's license and voter ID card is enough in Canada. It's more than enough here. No, I'm not a LeBron lover. How dare you? And you didn't answer the fucking question. It was for you mostly. God damn it. Roll with the show, Andy. God damn. I'm passing the ball to the shit is hitting the popcorn guy in the back of the head. Grab the ball. It's red states. A lot of red states have a lot of the elderly people in the Republican Party. They like to just get their information from OAN and Fox News, get their ballot, take their time filling in them bubbles, and then they pop it in the thing and pop in the mailbox and put the flag up.
Yeah,
that's how they vote. So
it looks like half of all states have either mostly mail-in ballots or all mail-in ballots.
Hey, you want to get rid of all of your elderly voters and just split up your entire voting block? Go for it. The young people have never been more activated and motivated to show up at the polls, and you want to get rid of all of the elderly vote? Thank you. Thanks. Hey, get rid of the filibuster too while you're at it.
Yeah, vote by mail is one of the most secure ways to vote because your ballot has its own little individual signature, and you have to sign the ballot, and it's got its own barcode with your name on it, your address. You just have to verify that information is accurate, and then send in the ballot, and then they make sure that it's accurate. Like, it's all very secure.
Hey, they want to get rid of it? Go for it, dude. Go for it. You're going to get body bagged in every election for the rest of time.
Yeah.
That is the only way that they've been able to hold on to their base is from mail-in voting, and they want to get rid of it? Shit writes itself.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like this. Stephelson.
If this show had an ideology, this is what it would be.
Stephelson has definitely pegged us.
$2 super chat. Term limits, ranked choice votes, no citizens united.
Yes.
I think that if I were to run for an office that was greater than just like my municipality, that's my platform. Like, term limits, ranked choice voting, no citizens united. Bam, done.
In that order, what order would you do?
I think most important for me is no citizens united.
I was about to say, I would almost do it in that order, but I need to move Citizens United first.
Yeah. And then
Citizens
term
United,
limits,
I would go like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Term limits for the Supreme Court and Congress. Yes, absolutely 100%.
Yes, on board.
Congress is far too complacent. They're far too rich. And they're far too corrupt.
Aforementioned Citizens United, you know.
Right.
Like, they don't have to give a shit what the people say because they're getting fucking millions of dollars.
But yeah, no. And the Supreme Court, boy, those lifetime appointments, gotta go. Gotta go.
Well, how's Clarence Thomas going to get his new touring coach? You know what's more embarrassing than having 12 viewers is being one of the 12 viewers.
Yeah, right. Why are you still around here, bro, if you think that we're so sad?
If we're so sad and disappointing, why won't you leave? No, this isn't my joke, but this female comedian was getting heckled. She's like, "What do I have to do? Fuck you to get you out of my life?"
Oh boy! All right, let's
Hit the
listen to
button.
Trump ramble on for a few more minutes.
No mail-in. You go to California, they send out like 38 million ballots.
55 million,
Some
actually.
Democrats get 7, 8 ballots. Republicans are a lot of times calling in, "Where's my ballot? Where's my ballot?" They're
That's
lucky
not how
to
any
get
of that
one.
works.
Jimmy Carter.
Who are they
probably the greatest thing he ever did.
Who are they calling?
That is a wild state. Who are they calling?
What phone number did they pick up? What
They
phone
call the
number did
White
they call?
House. I need President Trump right now.
Where's my ballot? I'm in Georgia.
They didn't send me my ballot. I'm in California.
What is he talking about? This is the problem when you let, like, if you let dumb people just go on and on and on, and he was like, I'm kind of curious to where this goes. He's been on that for like 15 years. Him and reality are no longer connected anymore.
Yeah. They're not. Because as
these motherfuckers have a combined 210 years in Congress. I'm so sick of both of them. But one's in their 90s and one's like late 80s, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
McKinnon leaving landmines on the fucking hold line.
As we just described, they don't just send you a blank ballot.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know that. I wonder
if he's gonna complain about it.
Tim, what do you think are the chances that he's actually ever voted?
I mean, he's voted for sure. At least twice.
Actually voted. Because it's been by mail both times. Because he was on the campaign trail.
He voted in person once for the 2016 election. He went to vote in person in New York.
So once.
Yeah, once. And then yes, he voted by mail in 2020 and in 2024.
So is his vote fraud? You know?
Yes, according to him, yes.
So he's the fraud. He's the fraud. Oh my God. And I'm glad that they put in the military exemption because that wasn't in the language on its first draft that they first came out with it. I was like, oh, so the military just doesn't vote anymore. Nope. You're from Alaska. You need to fly up to Alaska to go vote and you can come back.
Oh boy.
It could have been a blank piece of paper. Yeah, he thought that was a ballot.
That's what he thinks. They just mail out. And even so, when you request the ballot, you have to physically request it yourself. You have to send the Secretary of State, whatever state, if you don't already get an automatic ballot, you have to send them a letter requesting a ballot, and then they have to send you a ballot. Like, the process is already arduous enough.
It already exists, but he doesn't know that because he's never done it. He's freestyling and he's missing horribly.
A nice man, not a great president, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
How did his attack work out in Iran? Not too good. I think ours is slightly better, wouldn't you say? But Jimmy Carter, the one thing he did after he left with...
Did he just say that Jimmy Carter attacked Iran?
Watch it.
I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
Mikey, I want to replay this.
Scoop Jackson.
Donald Trump thinks that he fucking did better than Jimmy Carter because
probably the greatest thing he ever did. Republicans are a lot of times calling in, "Where's my ballot? Where's my ballot?" They're lucky to get one. Jimmy Carter, probably the greatest thing he ever did. I thought he was a nice man, not a great president, to put it mildly. How did his attack work out in Iran? Not too good. I think...
Did Jimmy Carter go to war with Iran? I saw Argo. I don't remember that happening. I'm pretty sure that there was just a hostage crisis, right?
Operation Eagle Claw to rescue the Americans. Yeah, that was in 80. Helicopter malfunction and a collision leading to 8 deaths.
As far as I know, there was no
aftermath. Carter considered military action, but avoiding bombing or launching a broader attack for fear of losing hostages and killing thousands of civilians. The crisis was a major factor in the 1980 election loss.
Yes.
He didn't.
He didn't. Okay. Listen, there's a lot of things you can blame Jimmy Carter for, but he never actually attacked Iran.
Yeah, failed from helicopter. No, when there's clause, no laws. Reagan took over and Iran gave up hostages.
But
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter,
Yeah.
the one thing he did after he left with Scoop Jackson and some others, they formed a very elite council, a committee that came out
The
and
war of
said
extraction.
very strongly.
Operation Extract Hostages.
Operation Pick 'em Up. Call for a ride.
No mail-in ballots, because if you have, we're the only country in the world that has mail-in ballots like we do.
Ooh, Mikey, where's that? The lie detector test determined that that was a lie.
No, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Jeez.
The only country in the whole world. People have tried it. France tried it and they went away. They're now doing paper ballots, watermark paper, which is very hard to cheat. So when you look at what happened,
The mail-in ballots are watermarked.
He don't even know what he's talking about. He has never seen, he don't look at the shit he be signing. This is clear.
You know what? I bet she fucking uses auto pen.
You know how he feels about that. Oh my God. When I become president next, I'm going to take Biden's auto pen picture. I'm going to put it over Trump's picture. That'll get him.
with this country, we really have to fix it. That'll be very popular. The other thing we put in there just as best of, I call it the best of Trump. We have the three things I just said, right? But then I added on no men playing in women's sports, and I added in no transgender surgery, the mutilation of our children.
Wait, they put that in the SAVE Act?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they really gotta, feed that red meat to the base.
Yeah.
Throw trans people under the bus. I mean, trans people, they're tough. They can take it. Don't pay no attention to this piece of shit.
But if they wanted any Democrat to actually support this in the Senate and get through a filibuster, like that's a deal breaker for the Democrats, except for Fetterman, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not taking medical advice from a person who literally stared at a fucking solar eclipse. So
Mutilation of our children, no transgender. I think they say that's an 80% issue. I think they're 99% issues, but whether they're 80% or 99, the problem is we have a couple of Republicans. They shouldn't be allowed. They're horrible people, and they're willing to vote against anything.
Huh?
Which Senate Republicans is he talking about? Who is it? Massey's a House member. Who's the Republican senator who's always against Trump? Rand Paul?
Yeah. He's an independent, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Republican senators who would actively vote against Trump all the time. I can't think of
Cheney until they got rid of her.
Right. Like if anyone can think of a Republican senator who's constantly voting against Trump who's not Rand Paul. I'd like to hear
Green's gone.
Yeah.
It depends on what you mean vote against him, because he doesn't like when people do what their job is.
Right.
So if you're not completely subservient to him, then you're voting against him.
I think I might look up.
If you vote for your constituent or vote for the benefit of your constituents, you're voting against Trump. So
because the Senate has been pretty consistent in voting for things that Trump wants.
Yeah.
It's the House where it's just full of crazies and they kind of just do whatever they want.
Because when they were when the government was shut down last time, everybody was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then Murkowski got the shit that she wanted in her district. They saved the SNAP benefits for Alaska, and then she signed on to it. So that's just, I mean, they're doing what you told them to do. Manipulate votes. get shit for they're doing what they always do.
And we have all the Democrats who vote against it. So
Except
I
for
think it
Fetterman.
hurts the Democrats to vote against it because I'm going to instruct all the Republicans to say that so-and-so that they're running against voted against the saving of our children from transgender mutilation, right? That's pretty unpopular. They want men and women sports. That's pretty unpopular.
He thinks
They
he's
want
a
voter
political,
ID,
like,
but the Democrats don't.
he's like an operative. He's
I
an
know.
insider. I get what. So what you do is you just make up some shit about a group of people. Doesn't matter if it's true. You just start making shit up about them. And then you tell them about the kitty litter boxes. And then next thing you know, you're back on Dominion voting machines in Iowa and Georgia. Like grandpa is losing his shit. Like if this is even his, like, let's say that this is what he actually thinks is going to be effective. He's saying it out loud at a press conference. He doesn't even know that he's not supposed to be saying this shit if he actually thought it was a winning strategy.
Yeah, here's the problem. He thinks he's poisoned pill this for the Democrats so that they have to vote for it because there's such unpopular issues. But he's really poison pilling it for the Republicans who are on the fence.
Right.
Like he thinks that, oh, this is a gotcha, but it's not.
Not even a little bit.
Like these are wedge issues that have been wedge issues for quite some time. And it's not going to move any politicians one way or the other. It's not some big gotcha that he's put out there. Be like, oh my God, we put this in there, they'll have to vote for it. It's like in his State of the Union when he said shit and they didn't stand up, and he's like, why aren't you standing up? Are you fucking crazy?
Well, you didn't get up because I red light, green lighted you like fucking Squid Game.
Oh boy.
Everybody wants voter ID. Everybody wants proof of citizenship. And most people don't want mail-in voting because they know it's a fraud. Touches too many hands. I mean, the postman gets it, this one gets it, that one. So these are all issues that are in the 90s to 100. I would say some are virtually 100%. And the interesting thing is that way, not only with the Republic, I'm not talking.
Here's how you know that Trump is lying. There are no polling issues that are 90 to 100%.
That's what
None.
I'm saying.
They just don't exist. That's not how statistics really works. If you poll people, even a very popular thing is going to be like 80s at best. There's still going to be 20% of people who are like, nah, fuck that shit.
It's just the way, that's just the way people are.
Right. Especially on political issues. There's no, and you can look this up anywhere, find any polling anywhere that is reputable. You will not find a 90-10 issue. You won't. You won't find a 95-5 issue. They don't exist.
I have a 90-10, a 95-5 issue. Election day should be a holiday.
See, not everyone agrees on that. I guarantee you it's 80-20 at best. There's 20% of people out there be like, nope, no holidays. People shouldn't get another day off. Fuck them. How dare they get a day off?
It should be a federal holiday so that everybody can have time to vote and everybody has time to, it just, we don't have to worry about people getting off of work. It's just a paid holiday. Everybody should agree with that.
About leadership, I'm talking about they're that way also most importantly with the people. The people of our country want voter ID. The people of our country want proof of citizenship. And that includes 88%, 89% of Democrats. And I think the Republicans, Eric Schmidt, Rick Scott, Tim Scott, I speak to so many of them, they all want it. I hope John Thune can get it across the line. He's trying. I mean, he told me this morning, I spoke to him, he's trying. I think it'll be a very, very bad thing for our country if they don't. We're just asking for basic things. Think of it. You can't have voter ID. Do you know in California, if you ask a person to show their identification, they have the right to put you in jail. If you're an official, and you say, "May I please see your identification?" You're subject to going to jail. That's how crazy it's gotten.
No, they just
With a
don't
low
have to
IQ
answer
person,
you.
because Gavin Newsom has admitted that he has learning disabilities. Honestly, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, but not for my president.
You just don't
I
confess
think the
about
president
yours.
should not have learning disabilities, okay? And I know it's highly controversial to say such a horrible thing. The president of the United States, Gavin Newsom, admitted that he has learning disabilities, dyslexia, everything about him is dumb. But then he looked at the audience and said, "But smarter than
Yo, I know he's not talking. I know he's not talking. Hold up, bro. I hate Gavin Newsom. But
my ass."
I love Tesla.
You want me to rev it up? You want me to rev up the Tesla? You want me to fire it up? Like, dude, you can't be
It can only good happen.
I mean, we got a whole soundboard full of your gaffes. What are you talking about, dude? He has dyslexia, so he doesn't write his shit down. He has to speak contemporaneously.
Oh my
You're
God.
trying that, and it's going poorly. Jeez. I like how he's just like, I fucking hate Gavin Newsom, by the way. His hair is not great. No.
I found some polling here. This is Gallup. Just to go through. All right, so 85%, we'll say generously 85% of Americans agree that there should be some form of photo identification for their polling. It's not 95%, it's not 90%. See, this is the shit I'm talking about here. This is real polling numbers. Requiring proof of citizenship for voting, 83%. Early voting, 76%. Automatic voter registration, which I'm a proponent of. We should definitely do that.
Why would we not want that?
60%.
When you turn 18, you should just be registered to vote.
If you're registered for the Selective Service, you should be registered to vote. I'm just saying.
But that's at 60. So they wanted at 60% of people think that you should just be able to vote as soon as you turn 18. 38% of people are like, no.
No. Why would you do that?
Like, nuh-uh. No, they don't just get to vote off rip just because they're 18 and an election is coming up. That's 38% of people. That's why like I get like polls and like all this shit, but just think of how stupid the dumbass is that is answering in the negative for that statement. I don't want people to automatically be registered to vote at 18. Now, why the fuck would you want that?
Yeah, why not? That's if you're not doing that, isn't it kind of voter suppression?
Like, and they're just like, yeah, voter suppression is good. I want to be able to put a couple of hoops for everybody to jump through. And then once they jump through them, then I can, battle with those people.
And I misspoke on the second thing here. It's requiring people who are registered to vote for the first time to prove their citizenship.
Yeah, that's fine. You have to do that anyway.
You have to do that anyway when you fill out the voter registration form.
This is just like him fucking arguing about pretty much any issue that he knows nothing about. And then he just keeps leaning on the tropes that the fucking racists behind him keep tapping his shoulders. Like, Mr. President, say this. Mr. President, say that. Like he doesn't like, this is not a real issue. It's just not. I mean, Tim, do you know off top of your head? If not, I can look it up real quick. Like what our voter turnout on average is for like the presidential election. It's like fucking like 50 or 60%.
Yeah, it's usually between 50 or 60%. The last couple ones have been a bit higher, but the Biden Trump, I believe, was close to 70% the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because there was mail-in ballots across the country.
But
more
even
people had
still,
access to voting.
But that's like one of our highest turnouts is 70%. That means 30% of people. There's 320 million Americans. Right? Some of them are kids, some of them are ineligible, you know what I mean? So you can take out what? 50?
A third.
Yeah, a third. Okay, so there's still out of the 200 million people, 70%. So we got 40 to 50 million people that are eligible to vote that are just not voting.
Yeah.
That's an issue, guys. Don't you think? Huh? Don't you think it's a problem that like most of the fucking adults that are eligible don't vote at all? But they're like, the people that do vote, fuck them. I want to make it harder for their votes to count.
The 2024 election was about 65% of voters.
That's so freaking crazy.
But there was a comment in the chat here. Nope, not that one. I think we should have a new type of ID to vote. What do you think about like? I mean, we were talking about this vaguely before. What do you think about like voting cards or something? As long as they're free.
Free, as long as it's free. Because as soon as you put a 1 penny cost on that, you have just instituted a poll tax.
People should not be removed from voter registration lists if they haven't voted in a 5-year period. That's voter suppression. If they've passed away, that's a different story. You can remove them from the voting rolls. They're no longer ever going to vote. But removing people from voter rolls simply because they haven't voted in a couple of years is voter suppression.
The right of the citizens of the United States to vote in any primary or other election for president or vice president, for electors of president or vice president, or for senator or representative of Congress, shall not be denied or abridged by the United States for any state by reason of failure to pay any poll tax or other tax. That's what this is. This is unconstitutional. Unless that ID costs $0, then you have instituted a poll tax, which is against the Constitution. So miss me with the bullshit. If you don't like it, change the fucking Constitution. Let's get a constitutional Congress going. We'll fucking pass it through the House and the Senate, and then it'll go to the people, and it's a 2/3 majority. So go for it. If you want to change the Constitution, let's do it. But as the Constitution stands, no, you can't make people buy a passport in order to fucking vote. That's a poll tax. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
All right, Mikey.
For sure. We're getting Turkified over here.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of talk about Turkey in this video. I think it's Turkey. One of those countries. So moving away from election law to women's rights and the Heritage Foundation.
My Project 2025, actually, it never went away. If you thought that the Heritage Foundation, the group behind the radical governing blueprint known as Project 2025, was finished dismantling America.
Yo, he's got money to print out 900 pages.
Of course it's MS fucking now that they had to give this motherfucker papers so he could shuffle them.
In democracy, think again. Now they're turning their sights even more keenly on America's women.
And they mail in vote.
Exactly.
And they vote by mail because no one wants to fucking go and waste a trip into town on a day that they weren't going to go into town.
I don't think Trump realizes how many people vote for mail.
He doesn't realize a lot of things because he's fucking senile.
The same movement that drafted a plan to remake and undo much of the federal government has now unveiled a chilling new manifesto, one that is aimed at making it harder for women to work, harder for them to live independently, and easier to push them back into financial dependence on husbands or fathers. This is not hyperbole. In the same way that Project 2025 wasn't hyperbole, though plenty of critics dismissed it as such, especially as Trump himself disingenuously disavowed
on this show, they told me on this very show, on this very network, I brought up, well, Tim did too. We brought up Project 2025 and they said Democrats made that up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They said it was a conspiracy and that we were making it up and Project 2025 was not real. Trump said he had nothing to do with it. So you guys are lying. Yeah. Trump's telling the truth.
Yeah.
I don't think those people are coming back to fucking give me my fucking apology. But they can have this from a distance. I fucking told you so.
And by the way, mainstream media, we were covering Project 2025 a whole year before anyone else was.
And no one listened to us.
Until it was too fucking late.
But I got this thing called abundance.
Groups tracking his administration say that roughly half of Project 2025 has already been implemented. That includes dismantling federal diversity and inclusion programs, dramatically expanding immigration enforcement, rolling back environmental protections, eliminating federal funding for public broadcasters like NPR and PBS, and so much more.
Elmo.
That blueprint also called for authorizing military troops to help seal the border, removing immigration enforcement protections from places like schools and churches, and dramatically expanding immigration detention facilities. If there's one lesson to take from all of this, it's this. Do not underestimate the determination of this movement or its hostility toward liberal values and the expansion of democratic rights for groups that they see as outsiders. And they see women as outsiders. Their latest document, Saving America.
We're all going to be in cages, Tim. Cages.
Yeah, we are all going to be in cages.
They're going to put us on a ranch.
Oh,
Let us
boy.
live we'll be living in dirt.
Oh, this was put out this year, huh? I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into this shit.
Which one?
Saving America by Saving the Family, a foundation for the next 250 years.
That's the cover page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Saving the Family, a foundation for the next 250 years. You got to give it to these people. They think big. It was published in January. It's purported.
Erde says Project 2025 is literally pushing our country to go down the toilet, which is scary as hell. Like, none of this shit makes any fucking fiscal sense. They're just burning money. Burning money. Got me there. They're just burning money. And then they put the fucking most griftiest grifters in charge of all these fucking departments. Krusty the Clown spent $200 million on ads. And they're just like, that's good. Duh.
Yeah.
Ads. Yeah, that was a good thing. How did you guys, what kind of woke leftist liberal Al-Qaeda supporter are you to think that spending $220 million, giving it to your fucking girlfriend's best friend, your girlfriend's husband, and letting them just take all of our fucking tax money, hundreds of millions of dollars in tax money for fucking commercials, and they say, yeah, like y'all are. Oof.
My favorite part of that is Trump spent the first half of 2025 trying to fight. Right, he was trying to fight corruption and fraud and greed within the government, supposedly with Elon.
Draining the
And then
swamp.
once Doge is no longer a talking point, they're like, oh, well, I guess we'll just do all the corruption.
Right.
No one's ever seen corruption done as much as we've done it.
Corruption is only bad when they do it.
Because fucking Krusty Noam and Kash Patel are out there living it up.
And Hegseth and his steaks.
Yeah, Hegseth too.
They're like, well, we didn't have anything written in the budget because we don't know how to make a budget. So I just ordered everybody surf and turf and crab legs.
That's why when all these people went in front of Congress for their yearly budget meetings, they were like, budget,
We
what's
have no idea how to answer your question. We do not know how to do what you just asked us to do. And Cash was like, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. My people will get back to you.
And
they never did.
And people in Congress are like, you're mandated by law to give us a budget.
Now.
Otherwise, we can't give you money.
Just give us the money and then we'll itemize what we spent.
Exactly.
No thanks.
Ooh. Apparently, Scott's getting Paramount Plus and IHG hotel ads.
Yeah. And this too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all living in the general's housing and the admiral housing on all the military bases for free $99. Hello there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What propaganda do we believe in so much that we don't see America for what it really is?
Maybe she's talking to them.
Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Sometimes we take things in the chat personally, so I'm gonna let you clarify.
It's like, what are you saying to me?
I don't want to jump down anyone's throat for no reason. Goal is to reverse the country's declining birth rate. And you can't physically force women, if you can't physically force women to have babies, which is what abortion restrictions aim to do, you can design government policies that pressure women into having more babies. It's not exactly rocket
Can you
science,
pause
at
real
least
quick?
not
Sorry.
from the perspective of the ordinary caveman.
And if you guys think that getting rid of abortions is going to save the babies and we're going to have all these babies, you're just going to start killing women.
Yeah, studies and time and experience has shown that restricting abortion does not stop abortion. It only makes it
unsafe.
And
whenever women have pregnancy issues, which are very numerous, I don't know where all, like, I feel like just because their sister or aunt or something had a baby and everything went fine, they assume that that is how all pregnancies go. Pregnancies are scary. They are risky. They are dangerous. And women have to take that risk every fucking time. So getting rid of any life-saving measures to the point where people are bleeding out in the parking lot because they have to have like completely crashed before the hospital will do anything to save them. And what we had that big fucking long fight maybe like a month or two ago where the guy didn't even fucking know what an ectopic pregnancy was, but he thought that abortion should be banned for all reasons. Any kind of termination of pregnancy shouldn't happen. And then the women are just on their own. Like, if you don't understand how pregnancy works and how it can not go perfectly every time, and then just to say, well, sorry, ladies, you got to just have that ticking time bomb in you. No chance we could just, save you. You'll just have to bleed out and then we'll save you.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And, I think this was always like a Ben Shapiro talking point, was that like, well, if you make abortion illegal, there'll still be illegal abortions. There'll just be less of them. That's not true. They'll be the same amount or more. Since Roe v. Wade became a Supreme Court precedent, abortions have gone down because women have more access to healthcare options and contraceptives. And now that that's been reversed, the trend is going back up. And more women are getting hurt or killed because they don't have access to these services. And doctors are too afraid to treat them because they don't know what legally they're allowed to do.
They don't want to go to fucking prison for saving somebody's life. Every day says Tennessee bill would allow foster kids to be locked up in juvenile detention without criminal charges. Yeah, because all they do is care about the kids being born, and then they can put them in jail.
Right. Have the kids be born so they can count in the population, I guess, and then throw them in prison.
Right. A health intervention for a pregnant woman is not an abortion. It's a life and death situation. And that's what these people don't understand, is that even a pregnancy that is going perfectly up until delivery, up until labor starts, things can change instantly, and you need the tools to react. And like, well, I'm just talking about the ones, that just use it as birth control. They just go in. Yeah, because that's what all these 20-year-olds are doing, right? They're going out to the bar, or 21-year-olds. They're going out to the bar, and they're just sleeping with the entire bar. And then in the morning, they say, 1 abortion, please.
Right.
They're not waiting until they get pregnant. And I peed on the sticks and I'm pregnant. Time to go get a $500 abortion, which might make me barren for the rest of my life. Like, it's not, I don't know what they think the process is, what they think the procedure is, but it isn't what they think it is. But these are also the same people who can't fucking get a date. So for me to expect them to understand the intricacies of the woman's biology and to understand how a pregnancy goes through its cycles is probably too much of an ask. So for all of you little incels out there, let me just help you out here. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what they look like. You don't even know what they smell like. So you definitely don't know how to keep them safe. Just trust us on this one. Leave women alone.
Yeah. Or we're just going to end up in cages.
Because they do outnumber us.
They do outnumber us. And eventually they're going to have enough of our bullshit.
And then I will be running.
You cut off opportunities outside the home. You make the public sphere hostile to women's independence. You create a system where the only viable path left for women is dependence on a man for survival. In other words, you drag the country back to a time when women had fewer choices. If Project 2025 laid out how a conservative administration could reshape the machinery of government, this new blueprint lays out the social vision behind it, a plan for what American family life should look like. And when you strip away the soft language about family values, what its proposals would actually accomplish if carried
2 British pound super chat.
You can't explain that.
Some foreign funds for the civic show that we still have to do.
We have to have time to be together. Oh.
Yeah, we do.
It's coming. We did not forget. Promise.
It's a rollback of decades of women's freedom. According to its authors, the reason women are having fewer children is simple: feminism.
Money.
The Heritage Foundation blames the
Can't afford them,
feminist movement for
motherfuckers.
encouraging women to rethink their relationship to men, marriage, children, and family. According to the document, quote, those two forces, big government liberalism and second wave feminism, combined to radically change how men and women thought about their roles in the home, end quote. In other words, women today have too many choices. Your daughters and granddaughters can dream too big in America and, God forbid, pursue opportunities outside the home. From the perspective of the new right, those freedoms aren't progress. They are, in fact, the problem. So the solution the right proposes is to make those choices harder for women, much, much harder. Quote, the state.
Oh boy, this is definitely we're going in the cages.
Yup. They're not going to like this.
They're not going to like this at all.
State and federal governments should recognize the natural differences between men and women. They should also preserve this distinction between the sexes in law. Preserve this distinction between the sexes in law. The law should discriminate
I hope
against
you're listening,
women.
Republican women.
Put them back in their place. The plan goes on to discourage women from higher education, arguing that college delays marriage and reduces fertility, and it frames contraception itself.
You know who said that a lot?
Who?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh boy.
He kept telling those girls at the college campuses to get an MRS degree. They should just go. They should just go to college to find a man, and then drop out, and then stay home and have babies and support him. That's what Charlie Kirk said.
And yeah, Chrissy is right. Some men have never liked the fact that women are equal to them,
which is crazy.
Which is fucking crazy.
Who's Charlie Kirk? He's that guy that everyone makes memes about. That's his legacy.
As part of this so-called crisis. Quote, as nations industrialize, several factors conspire to reduce birth rates. These include the proliferation of birth control, more prospects.
Body camps needed for any sexy times.
Oh, I legislate body cams for all women.
For women to receive higher education and work outside the home.
Oh, we know.
The delayed financial independence of young adults and the government's role in old age social security, end quote. Translation? Women controlling their own fertility, women seeking higher education, women working outside the home. It's all just bad. But the agenda goes even further than that. The report calls for reshaping tax policy to reward large married families while cutting support for single mothers. This is taken right from Hungary's playbook, which offers income tax reductions for each additional child that you have.
Did we talk about Hungary or Turkey before? I think it was Turkey, but Hungary is where we're going. Men, McKinnon says, Chrissy, men don't like admitting that they're better. We've run the tests. We have the receipts. The only reason the Vance is into sofas is because, unlike a woman, the sofa doesn't get to say in the matter. I'm saving this part for Mikey because he's gonna like it.
It's cold in this bitch.
Yeah, I think that's what people don't understand is men and women are equal and different at the same time. It's a thing.
Yeah, those words are not antonyms.
Yeah. You'll like this, Mikey.
Oh boy.
Oh, not that.
If you have 5 large married women working outside the home, it's all just bad. But the agenda goes even further than that. The report calls for reshaping tax policy to reward large married families while cutting support for single mothers. This is taken right from Hungary's playbook, which offers income tax reductions for each additional child that you have. If you have 5 children in Hungary, you pay no tax. Unsurprisingly, no one took up the offer because no one actually wants to have 5 children in 2026. So Hungary reduced it to a tax-free.
Imagine 5 Kiras.
Brother. A month daycare for one kid is $1,200.
Yeah, but you would never have to pay taxes. I mean, I guess you would pay taxes.
Because you wouldn't be able to work. You all my money would be going to fucking daycare. So yeah, that's good. I saved so much money.
Having 3 children starting last year. That too has failed because nobody wants 3 children in 2026 either. So starting this year, if you have just a paltry 2 children in Hungary, you pay no income tax for life. And since young women getting educated and staying unmarried are the real scourge of a society, starting this year in Hungary, if you're under 30 and you bring just 1 single life into this world, the rest of your happy maternal Hungarian life is tax-free.
What an idiot.
But I digress because this isn't quite Hungary
how dumb.
yet. Here in
How
America, this
fucking
proposal, akin to Hungary.
Okay, hold on. Let's say he does that for 5 fucking years. Do you know how much money you are leaving on the table?
A lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot. Oh my.
That's a good way to bankrupt a country, actually.
Because it's not just one side that's not paying tax. It's both sides. It's not just the woman that's, it's so if half the population has a kid, where the fuck are you? How are you funding the government going forward?
I don't know. If half the population is exempt from paying income tax
for life,
that's a policy that's going to get repealed because it doesn't work.
It's that if only they would do things that were sustainable. Just make it sustainable, make it legal and make it sustainable. And then I can argue about it. And, we can argue over the merits of it. But when you just want to do dumb fucking reactionary shit that is clearly going to raise an issue in like a decade, I mean, your country's going to be gone, dude. Like it's going to be fucking like an old dried up saloon out in the old West.
I think it's a problem with countries trying to use policy to do population control, whether it's increasing their populations or decreasing them. Like China's one-child policy largely failed, and now they're going to experience a population collapse.
Yeah.
And Japan has had policies in place for a long time they're now experiencing an aging population that they're going to experience a population collapse too. Russia. Population collapse, bad governing policies.
It's almost like we went after capital instead of people.
Right.
You gave all the tax breaks and all the fucking income and all the wealth has gone to the top 1%, and all the tax breaks are going to corporations and shit like that. It's almost like you didn't invest in the people that are the machinery behind the whole thing.
And trying to artificially inflate your population with tax breaks. I don't think anyone cares enough about the tax breaks. What are you going to do?
We do not care.
Exactly.
Whatever you say. Oh, you're going to give me $1 million off to have 50 kids? Motherfucker, we got to get there.
How about you make it easier to take care of the kids?
How about you stop letting fucking corporations pillage through the countryside? How about that? We would have had kids already.
Like, so in the United States, we've had bad policy when it comes to childcare. And the problem is that there are so many children who live in poverty that every time we say, oh, here's a good policy to change the lives of these children, the Republicans are like, no, we can't fucking do that. Free school lunch? Fuck that shit, right?
Why should they eat?
Why should they eat? Or even something as simple as having the child income tax credit be something that's paid upfront instead of at your tax return time is something wildly popular during the COVID pandemic because it gave parents more money and it lifted half of all children out of poverty.
48%. Look it up.
And then the Republicans were like, nah, we can't fucking do that.
Fuck them.
Like,
I'm trying to buy a boat.
They don't actually care about children. They just have this weird obsession with population. It's stupid. It's dumb. And these policies are never going to work.
Remember when they said all lives matter? until the motherfuckers turned into kids, and they're like, "Hey, we don't care if the cops are shooting white kids. We said all lives can be shot by actually Blue Lives Matter. They flipped the script. They said we misspoke earlier. We said only cops. I don't care about these kids."
But the real policies they should be doing are actual, like, universal daycare, making it affordable to buy a fucking house in this country, and universal. If you're not going to do universal health care for everyone, universal health care for children
and the elderly, at least.
Right.
Let you go out with some dignity and let you start without fucking, not having the medical care you need.
Now, UK people, correct me if I'm wrong, or Irish people, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that if you have a kid in Ireland, you get free childcare, like healthcare, for their first 8 years.
Never mind the fact of fucking how much it costs to have a fucking kid.
Right.
It was before insurance, it was $36,000. And that was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's like 50 grand now.
And you're like, just have 5 kids. I'm sorry, what? You said what now?
If you want people to have children, you should make it cheaper and easier to have children.
Or maybe, I don't know, this is crazy. Maybe we can go back to the 40-hour work week. Maybe wages can keep up with inflation a little bit so that people can, take people out on dates and take them out for a nice dinner and then come back to, just Netflix and chill. And wow, you are really different. And it's you don't even get those things happening because these little fucking hornballs are all hopped up on fucking Pornhub. They fucking swiping like maniacs on Tinder. And they don't even have time to like have relationships with people because they're so addicted and so trapped in this capitalist treadmill that they've got you guys running on. Me and Tim, we're married. We're out of the game, baby. You know what I mean? Our jerseys are up in the rafters already. We're done. Free kid care for 40 hours a year. Wow.
From the Scottish government. See, if our government even did that for 40 hours a year, if you needed to do daycare, like you can't do anything else, there's no sitters available, you both work because we live in a shitty country where everyone has to have 10 jobs. Even if the government provided a couple hours a week of daycare for free, it would be a fucking game changer.
Yeah. They don't want kids. They just want to control women.
Yeah.
Anyway. Chrissy says, Mikey, surely you meant Grindr, not Tinder. Both.
Both.
Because they be on both. Because, they can't come out. They can't come out as gay.
Just wait for the next fucking TPUSA convention or whatever.
That app is going down, baby.
They fucking crush that shit. All right, let's listen to more of the Heritage Foundation blaming women for everything.
Proposes eliminating child care incentives that help women work outside the home. It supports legal frameworks that could effectively ban in vitro fertilization by granting legal rights to embryos from the moment of fertilization. It criticizes no-fault divorce, the laws that make it easier for women to leave abusive marriages.
JD Vance
taken together, the America they envision looks very...
Yeah, so does MAGA Mike.
Yeah.
MAGA Mike hates no-fault divorce.
Because if his wife ever got a hold of his fucking search history,
his son has a search history.
Well, he's been sworn to secrecy, Tim. They got a mutual assured destruction pact.
From the one most Americans live in today, a society organized around a rigid patriarchal structure, men as providers, women as dependents, and very few ways out. Consider this line from the report, which attempts to explain the country's declining birth rate. Quote, today's adults may favor autonomy and personal development over raising children more than earlier generations did. Thus, greater opportunity cost rather than the greater actual cost might be a better explanation.
So this statement is so loaded.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Oh, how dare people have autonomy and personal development?
may favor autonomy is wild. Adults may favor autonomy. Adults may favor having free will.
But they're not thinking of the greater good, Mikey.
They're not thinking of the nation we're trying to create.
They're not being loyal patriots and just popping out babies.
Maybe stop shooting them. Maybe work on the gun laws so we don't lose 60,000 kids. How about we get the vaccines back on schedule so these kids can stop dying of measles? Maybe get some FEMA money to rebuild the infrastructure so we don't have so many deaths during hurricanes and floods.
Des says this is a totally controlling women, handmade sale shit. If I showed this to my wife, she would be like, we have to leave this country.
And that's the other thing. Let's say the women don't just leave. They want their autonomy and they're trying to do personal development and they have their own careers and their own money. What if they just all go to Canada and Mexico?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just leave your asses in America surrounded by other men.
There are now more women in college than men getting degrees. Like women are becoming more. I think this is what some people fear.
No, they're out of here, dude. They're going. The women are going to flee.
I think this is what some like weak fucking willed men think, right? Is that women getting educated, being smarter than them, or having a degree that they don't have makes them weak somehow.
We got to be Gastons, Tim. Close that book, Belle. You can look at my muscles instead. We'll have 6 or 7. Dogs? No, strapping young lads like me.
But like, they're like, oh, if I'm not the one that makes all the money in the household, that makes me fucking weak or not an alpha or whatever the fucking line is. If I showed it to my third wife, she'd put me in a cage with Mackenzie. Man, tons of third wife out there throwing everyone in cages already.
She just slept with the bar last night.
Well, like I'll let you guys in on a little secret.
I'm listening.
My wife
Uh-huh.
is a manager at a tax firm. She makes way more money than I will ever make. Like I have 2 master's degrees and she makes way more money than me.
Dave, it's all we have left.
It's all we got left, Dave.
It's like we're playing you in a game and you're whooping our ass, but we're still talking shit. You know what I mean? Like we're losing. We know we're losing. We acknowledge the scoreboard. We know.
I am at this point. I have the job that I want, right? Outside of the podcast. Like podcast is awesome, but I also have a job that I want outside of that. I will never make enough money at that job to outpace the income potential of my wife. Ever. It's just not possible.
Gotta read the room, guys.
But since she makes all that money, I have the freedom to do the podcast and get that job and get the degrees. Like when I met her, I had 0 degrees.
Damn. You was a bum.
I was a bum. Still a little bit. But
bum tendencies.
But like she's been the primary breadwinner for our household for most of our time together. I think I was the primary breadwinner for like a month. Yeah, Scotland is where I might. How do we get there?
What language do I need to learn on Duolingo?
But it's not a problem for me. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fine.
But Tim, you're not insecure.
Right.
That's the thing. Like they hate these migrants, they hate trans people, they hate all this stuff, they hate women. If you're insecure in yourself and you know who you are and you're not fucking stressed about how other people have sex, none of this shit is important to you. Trying to control somebody else's career path and make them have baby, it's not important to you. Right. But if you don't have anything going on and all you can think of is, well, that's their fault. Well, then of course you're going to fucking subscribe to bullshit like this. And you're going to stay single So you can say whatever you want and force women into the home. They won't be in your home. They're not going to be with you.
And she will 100% lock me in a cage.
Just
So-
like the 4B movement in South Korea. This is going to be happening up in here. The women will be shaving their heads, getting mastectomies. They're going to be rampant blue-haired lesbianics everywhere. Like, they're not going to just be with you because you made it impossible for them to do other things. They're going to resent all of you for voting for this, and they're going to punish you adequately. So keep pissing off women.
And there's a whole slew of dudes out there who follow all that manosphere nonsense, who are just like treating women like trash is how to get a woman, and you know they have to be subservient to you and blah 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 and all that bullshit about, you know, men or women are lesser, and unless they're pure you don't want them and all that bullshit.
Just break them. Just
I
break
would-
them against the rocks.
I would totally agree. They would be broken.
Yeah. And like I don't know how many fucking times that people pop up in the side chat, which are clearly just insecure dudes.
Yeah.
Well, like when a dude comes onto he fucking opens up his phone, goes on YouTube, sees two men on the screen, and starts commenting on the physical appearance of two other men. Something you want to share with the class? Normal dudes don't do that. That's not a normal thing. That's a very would you like us to give you a free rainbow flag for coming with us today? Welcome to the community. I mean, hi, how you doing? We accept all of you here. I have a 16-year-old girl, and believe me, the girls are taking notes. They are going to hate your asses if you keep this up.
And all these dudes are doing, like all the manosphere dudes, is they're just having you show off how shitty of a person you are to other dudes. Like, it's just dudes being shitty to women so they could be like, I was shitty to a woman, to other dudes.
Kind of homo erotic, right? Like the constant please. Shut up. The man on man pleasing is what kind of throws it off for me. Like, the energy is
it's a little
queer, you know? It's a little you guys love each other, huh? You guys like each other, right? And now you're just like, yeah, stupid women. You want to come over later? Like, that's what I'm feeling. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Oh,
Trump says NATO allies are making a foolish mistake for not supporting the U.S. in the war with Iran, and says that there will be consequences. Great. We're going to be at war with the rest of the world. Fantastic. I love it.
The NATO, you know what? The trade bazooka is coming.
I know. He already put tariffs on. He can't do it the way he did it before, but he already put 15% tariff on everyone in the world. He's a maniac.
The trade bazooka is coming from Europe. The EU cannon is directed straight at our fucking dome piece right now.
They already said no to the trade deal they previously made because of all the tariff nonsense. So
they're just gonna devalue our dollar.
Yeah.
Get ready to get everybody go buy a wheelbarrow this week so that you can see so that you'll be able to take your wheelbarrows full of cash to go get the links of men go to impress other women. Never sees. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I have never understood the need to impress men as a man.
I know that all men like to fucking, you know, when we're hanging out, we fucking say shit, we brag a little, but like it's not about women. It's about how much better at Street Fighter I am than Mikey.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah, peacocking. There's so much peacocking.
Oh my god.
They just all want to just fucking be the biggest goat in the yard, and it's like, if you're the biggest goat, you're gonna get eaten. I'm the biggest goat. All right, buddy, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
all
just
right.
be the weird goat over here and not get it eaten.
Right.
I'm hey.
Cost rather than the greater actual cost might be a better explanation. Translation: women today have opportunities their grandmothers could only dream of. They can pursue education, careers, independence, lives that extend beyond marriage and motherhood.
Societal
From the perspective
shift
of the new right, that's the crisis.
Yeah.
As the writer Jill Filipovich has warned, quote, they see women being able to control our own fertility as the root of the problem. They're right. Women being able to control our own fertility is one of the most powerful tools women have for independence. Women who cannot control their own fertility are under greater patriarchal control. The right has already succeeded in stripping the right to abortion from American women. It was never about saving babies. It was entirely about forcing women back into submission.
Yes, K. Motherfucker plays on Capcom games from Tim. Motherfucker.
Trust that when they identify contraception as a tool that shoulders a large share of the blame for the present malady, they are telling you that they are coming for contraception next. Historically speaking,
pause. And guess what's in that archaic fucking 1800s law? They're gonna do that is attached to contraception. Pornography.
Yep. Because
that is materials used in whatever act that they're talking about. So it was like abortion supplies, like
is it like the Compt Act or some shit like that?
Yeah. Like 1897 or 47 or something like that. Yeah, that's what. So pornography is going to be part of it too. I'll just get a VPN. They're already working on legislation to ban VPNs.
Right. Good fucking luck, guys.
So you guys are going to have no women, and then you're going to have no porn. So when you go to war, you won't be missing anything at home. Yeah. I'm too old, so y'all have fun.
No, the Comstock Act.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Diz. Bare ankle hub.
It's the
act. That they are coming for contraception next. Historically speaking, we've seen versions of this before. In the 1920s, Benito Mussolini launched a campaign in fascist Italy known as the Battle for Births.
Boy, I love all the times that American conservative policy is related to Mussolini or Hitler. It's just great.
It's just a Napoleon. It's just a coincidence.
The goal was to increase the population and strengthen the nation. Women were pushed out of jobs. Families were rewarded for having more children. Motherhood was glorified, while women's independence was deliberately restricted.
Everyone can be an Erica
The new
Kirk.
rights version is wrapped in the language of religious revival and family stability. But underlying logic is strikingly similar. If women aren't producing enough children, the answer is not to make parenthood easier with things like childcare and paternal and maternal leave and education subsidies. The answer is to make women's independence harder. And the people promoting this vision aren't even hiding their goals. Scott Yenner, a conservative political scientist recently appointed to a senior leadership role at the Heritage Foundation, has described universities as the citadels of our gynecocracy, meaning a society run by women. He argues that
if he put that bitch out on me in Scrabble, I'm flipping the table.
You fucking made that word up.
What the fuck?
It's not in the Scrabble dictionary.
The Y landed on the triple word score.
Education should be de-emphasized in order to advance what he calls family matters. In a 2021
the show,
one speech at the National Conservatism Conference, he went even further, suggesting that women should be pushed out of large parts of the workforce.
Every effort must be required.
Oh my God. Pause it. Oh my God. He is so fucking hot. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Woof.
Look at this
ladies.
Symbol of manhood.
Woo, ladies. Is the temperature going up in here? Is that
this is fucking... It's always a political scientist too. I swear to God.
That's your ilk. That's your homies. That's Tim's best friend, by the way. They go to PC college. Whew, that guy.
I'm sure that he will be at a political science conference that I'll go to at some point, and I'll have to yell at him, boo him when he's on the stage.
The meeting. I mean, look
Every
at that. Oof. Sexy. Mm. All
He
women
does
will
it-
want to listen to him. Mm.
Listen, he does it for me.
Ryan Reynolds, get out of the way. Let this motherfucker speak.
Jake Gyllenhaal, go home.
Fuck off, Idris Elba. No one needs to look at you. We got this guy.
Get out of here, Ryan Gosling.
Jason Momoa, I told you this is a closed meeting. Only the hot men can talk.
Brad Pitt, what the fuck are you doing here?
Get out. We don't want your kind in here.
effort must be made not to recruit women into engineering, but rather to recruit and demand more of men who become engineers. Ditto for med school and the law and every trade.
If you didn't have women in med school, holy shit.
I don't think they know what they're saying, Tim.
Like, there are a lot of women doctors and nurses out there, guys. That would collapse the medical system immediately.
They act like women can't do anything that requires a degree.
Right.
Like they're just dumb.
Like women can't be engineers? Come on.
I mean, judging by the shape and thickness of his beard and head, I mean, he put some woman through a lot of pain and strife. Old pumpkin head over here wants it.
Chrissy says, I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot barge pole.
Yeah, they need to just stay out of the professional careers.
What the fuck? Dude, I'm so sick of these orcs.
Yeah.
Into
Fucking
engineering, but rather to recruit and demand more of men who become engineers. Ditto for med school and the law and every trade. If every Nobel Prize winner is a man, that's not a failure. It's kind of trade. If every Nobel Prize winner is a man, that's not a failure. It's kind of a cause for celebration. Why can't our celebration of male excellence in sports be translated into all facets of life? More successful men will mean more happy citizenry and a stronger nation.
What? In what universe is the women's sport or league held over men's? Is it called the men's NBA championship? Is it called the men's football league championship? We are the default in sports.
Right.
They only got their own leagues when everyone went to war.
Yeah. There was
The League of Their Own. Check it out. It's a great movie.
So this is a fun nerdy wrestling fact, but there was a wrestler in AW recently. His name is Adam Page, who became the men's world champion, and he asked to be referred to as the men's world champion, so that when they say, usually they would just say, like AEW world champion.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants people to know that he's only the men's world champion. Like there is a women's world champion as well.
There is a lady champion.
And like he made that distinct during his title reign, because he was like, I want to give the women their due too. Like I'm not the world champion of everyone.
I caught this too. He is a little sassy.
He is a little sassy.
Can you go back to his thing? Because you guys can see him on the screen. This motherfucker is talking about the excellence in men's sports. And you saw that on the couch, motherfucker? Like, what sport are you fucking representing right now? What alpha male fucking behavior are you representing?
Trade. If every Nobel Prize winner is a man, that's not a failure. It's kind of a cause for celebration. Why can't our celebration of male excellence in sports be translated into all facets of life? More successful men
what the fuck does that even mean?
What does that even mean? What is he talking about?
I could run the fastest, so I'm the president. Like, what is wrong with him? Do you think women are too stupid to understand that you're dumb as fuck? Do men believe this shit? Men, are you buying this shit? Men, are you buying this shit? Please don't believe this shit. This is why y'all single, ain't it? God damn it.
Happy citizenry and a stronger nation.
Oh, your fifis? You want your fifis to feel good?
Happy men equal a strong nation.
Yeah, he gets
It's
it.
better, by the way. In that same speech, that's a serious speech. It's not a satire. Yenner attacked women who prioritize careers over family and revealed something else about his thinking that should frighten everyone. Listen.
Oh, boy.
Such medicated, quarrelsome, and meddlesome women gain.
Whew. He's getting put in cage first.
No pillow. He get the little water bottle with the marble in it. He'd be like a little hamster.
No blankets, no nothing.
Nope.
He gets that sawdust on the bottom of his cage.
For the pee.
What does he call women?
Such medicated, quarrelsome, and meddlesome women.
Medicated, quarrelsome, and meddlesome. What does he think women are like Scooby-Doo villains?
Yeah, what is he, fucking Dickens over here?
Such meddlesome women.
Oh, they bother. They contempt me so. Like, what the fuck?
Gain their meaning through the seeming participation in the global project. They are agents of the new world, but not new life. Such women are now the backbone of every left-wing cosmopolitan party in the Western world, from the Greens in Germany to the Democratic Party in America. And if our ideal woman is a childless media scold or a barren bureaucratic apparatchik.
Dude, why is he like going at women this hard?
Because he's never known the love of a woman.
Right? Did no one love him when he was a child?
Gina's self-identifying over here.
Oh man. McKinnon, t-shirt idea, meddlesome woman, and then with an arrow pointing up.
Yes, we need that. We need that.
We need it right now.
All the men will be his and only his. He wants to take the men. Oh, where is it?
Take it for
To himself. No more sharing.
There is no question whether we can have a future. We can't. There is a question of whether we deserve one.
There is a question of whether we deserve a future.
What?
Setting aside the misogyny, contempt dripping from that rant, that line should send a chill down your spine because it reveals something profound about the worldview behind this movement. Who exactly is the we that he's talking about?
Hello.
Certainly not the meddlesome women he condemns for finding meaning outside the home. Yenner seems to believe that he and men like him are fully entitled to dictate and hold ownership over women's futures. And this isn't some fringe internet rant. This same line of thinking now sits inside the leadership ranks of the Heritage Foundation, the same group helping shape policy for the Trump administration. Yenner's comments reveal another political calculation behind this agenda. Educated women and women who make independent decisions about their lives tend to vote Democratic. Yenner seems to think that's because Democrats throw great parties. But the reality is much simpler.
I mean, we do.
That's not why we're here, though. Don't change the subject. Never mind that.
Have you ever been to a Republican Party? They're terrible. It's mostly white people.
I work for Halliburton. I work for Halliburton. I work for Red Rock. I work for Red Rock.
They happen in cigar rooms. I'm just going to put it that way. There's lots of mahogany and leather chairs.
Here, turn on the dancing machine.
Americans.
I want to boogie.
Men and women who don't believe society should be organized around patriarchy, racial superiority, or religious nationalism tend to gravitate toward the party that defends civil rights, pluralism, and personal freedom. For men of the new right like Yenner, policies that push women out of universities, out of the workforce, and out of public life don't just force women back into the home. They fundamentally reshape political power, which is why this agenda is not just about culture. It's about control over women's futures, because these far-right extremists and the movements...
We have a question in the chat from Simply Secular Dave.
Hello.
Is there a loophole that if Trump steps down early and he doesn't serve 2 full terms, he can run for president again? No. It doesn't matter how long either of his terms last. He cannot run for president again.
As far as I'm concerned, he wasn't eligible for the last election. But the Democrats are a bunch of fucking bend over sissies who just refuse to enforce the laws that are already on the books. He was part of a fucking insurrection. And that's why Colorado said, we're not putting him on the ballot because we're pretty sure he was part of an insurrection. So he should have never been on the ballot in the first place. If he tries to get on the ballot for a fourth time now, the states don't even have to put his name on there.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I wish the states would just assert their fucking rights when appropriate and stop just going with whatever the fuck. Oh, I don't want them to get in and cut funding. Well, you should have fucking did it, because guess what? He fucking got in and cut your fucking funding anyway. You should have fucking just did the right thing. But no, he's not eligible. And that's why he's not eligible to be vice president. And I don't know why people have to keep fucking arguing with me about this. He cannot be vice president either, because you need to also be eligible to be president, to be vice president, because if the president dies, you'd be pushed up one step. So you can't.
I think legally, president is like what they would call like a terminal position. Once you're president, that's sort of like it in the executive branch. You've been the top guy. That's it. You can't go back to being like secretary of whatever or vice president.
Well, I think they kept saying that, oh, he'll be vice president and then Vance will just run everything. I'm like, no, because if Vance fucking falls out of a bus or falls out of a window or something like that, or has a heart attack or hit by lightning, Trump can't assume the presidency. You can't be in the line of succession if you're not eligible to be president. Like, let's say the fucking Secretary of State was 30.
Yeah.
He can't be in the line of succession because he can't assume the presidency. These people are ineligible for these positions.
Yeah. Oh, here we go from the chat.
Oh, God. They're starting up already.
Why so Democrats? Okay. All right.
Wait, Johnny. Good job, dude. You stepped on your own dick in 2 words.
Why so Democrats can put men in women's bathroom? First of all, have syntax and punctuation in your sentences.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Also, that's not a thing that occurs. You've been lied to.
Where does it go wrong?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. You're right. I got to stop talking about my bad.
Surrounding Donald Trump, the real problem is women themselves. Women who think, women who choose. And they may think things and choose things that threaten the power structure of the new right.
Look
So
at
their
their
answer
hats.
is to push women back in.
Man.
Bring back women. Y'all need to bring back the hats. Let motherfuckers know what time it is. It's hat time.
The hat game was strong.
That's what women research the hat game. Yeah, those are American hats.
You want to really make men unsettled? Fucking wear those hats.
Bring back the big ass hat. Big ass hats for everyone.
A power move.
And then sit at the movie theater in front of people
with the big hat.
Dr. Seuss ass hat.
Excuse me, can you take that hat off? I can't see. You'd be like, fuck you, it's my hat.
Were you trying to control my uterus? Just flip it on him, real aggressive, like.
I have rights too.
To their place, to strip away their autonomy, to push them out of public life, to narrow the futures available to them. Ultimately, this agenda is not really about solving demographic decline. If increasing the natural replacement rate was the actual goal, the proposals would actually look very different. Countries around the world face falling birth rates, and they've taken very different approaches. They expand childcare. They guarantee paid paternal leave for mothers, maternal or paternal leave for mothers and for fathers. They make housing more affordable. They support working mothers. This plan proposes none of that.
We can't have nothing.
There are no American hats. They are British hats.
You talking about bring back the modest clothing. Okay. That's the clothing is not, you're not going to have to worry about the clothing because these women are not going to touch you.
Yeah. Instead, it calls for shrinking the social safety net, especially the programs that allow women to live independently. If women have fewer options, the thinking goes, they'll have more children. They'll be bound more tightly to the men in their lives with fewer ways out. This is about dragging the country back to a time when women had only one choice: to submit to men. Project 2025 has already shown us how quickly the far right can move their ideas into government policy. And the architects of these plans are not fringe figures. They are inside the administration. The CIA director, John Ratcliffe, the FCC chair.
Look at this fucking just collage of manliness.
Oh man, the ladies are steaming up. You got Tom Homan, human potato. Brendan Carr, the 90-year-old fucking hall monitor who wants to snitch on everybody. Russell Vaught, who looks like the worst version of Destiny's Future.
Yeah, Peter Navarro, man with the world's largest head.
And what was this? Oh fuck, what was the other? He had like the fucking pseudonym, like he referenced his own book. Oh, what was it? Ron Vero.
Yes,
Ron Vero in the building, esteemed author. And Paul Atkins, which I mean is a mix between Lurch and the worm guy from Deep Space Nine. Otto.
Look at these pillars of manliness.
All the women are ripping their clothes off for them. Woo. Woo. Yeah, Ron, thank you, Greg. Greg's on top of it. See, we got smart audience members over here, unlike some people who are new.
Old white men, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, do they all have 60 kids?
Right? How are they contributing to the population?
And who's going to tell Scott Bessent? Oh, Republican gays, you don't think they're coming for your ass next?
Right.
Joke's on you guys.
Chairman Brendan Carr, Trump's border czar Tom Homan, the SEC chair Paul Atkins, the trade advisor Peter Navarro, and Russell Vaught, one of the chief authors of Project 2025, who now runs the office that oversees the federal budget.
But Trump knows nothing about Project 2025.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about any of those guys.
He has no association with that Project 25. I don't know what it is.
No idea.
Draconian vision are already in power.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which means the stakes for America's women are very real. But history also tells us something else. As my next guest, Kathy Spiller, puts it, the United States has faced coordinated backlash against women's rights before. And every time women have organized, they've resisted, they have reshaped the nation. The women who fought for suffrage did not stop when they were dismissed as unreasonable. The women who pushed Title IX into law did not stop when they were told girls didn't need equal opportunities. The women who built the modern reproductive rights movement did not stop when the courts narrowed their freedoms, and we will not stop now. End quote.
Well, there you go. They're going to be putting us in cages.
I made mention of this, but I forgot there's a really good Chris Hayes video of it.
On Tuesday, a bunch of races will be on the primary ballot in Illinois, including a crowded race in a safe Democratic district in Chicago's northern suburbs, where Jan Schakowsky is retiring, the state's 9th congressional district. There are sort of the main candidates, top of the polls, in the Democratic race to replace Schakowsky. And dark money groups have poured millions of dollars into this one race, including super PACs backed by AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Now, MS Now has exclusive reporting that finds that one dark money group is offering to pay influencers $1,500 from an undisclosed source to post content attacking one of the top Democratic candidates.
Oh, Mikey, pause it for a second. All right. What if we can get that money and play one of Kat's attack ads on herself saying how great she is?
Maybe she could get some of that money.
Yeah.
What if I bash myself? I have all the information on me.
Yeah. Dark money group, give us $1,500. We'll make an attack ad on Kat.
Yeah. We'll make attack ads on anybody, including us. Why just stop at Kat? Why can't you pay us to insult us?
Yeah. Listen, we can make a really good ad for Kat.
You know, and this is the best part, and this is why I wanted to share this. And look at you dumb fucking trolls in our chat doing it for free.
Right.
You're over here trying to ruin our day. Not gonna work. And these motherfuckers are making bank off of it. See? You didn't do your research. You should have found the most profitable way to be an internet troll.
Oh, we hit it at the same time. Yeah, is it $1,500 per post? Because yes.
Let's listen on.
Brandy Zarazny broke the story. She's a senior enterprise reporter for MS Now, and she joins me.
Yeah, I'm voting
All right.
after this.
So walk me through what you found.
Okay, so a couple nights ago, this influencer with about 100,000 followers.
Damn, comment, like, and subscribe, y'all. Damn, that's why we didn't get no motherfucking email.
Oh, I see. We're not big enough yet. Yeah, like and subscribe.
Everybody subscribe right now. Right now.
Do
we gotta
it.
get these checks. They gotta vote today. So we gotta get we're gonna get to 100K in about fucking 6 hours.
Call her micro influencers, right? There's tons of people like this. She gets an email from this guy, Matt Anthes, and he works at this company called Advocators. And so he says, hey, you want to be in part of this campaign? I'm going to give you $1,500. All you have to do is post one post on TikTok and Instagram, and the post has to be basically trashing Abu Ghazala.
Kat Abu Ghazala, who's one of those 3 candidates.
That's right.
And is, I think,
because I'm in Chicagoland, I didn't get a chance to screenshot it. I have seen these ads on Facebook.
Oh my God.
I have seen them. I commented on them and I said, oh, trying to get that $1,500, huh? And then I couldn't find the post, and I couldn't find the post again. I was like, shit, I should have took a screenshot then. I don't know if he deleted it or not, but I will try to find more and screenshot them for your for posterity.
A progressive, she has sort of like carved out a lane that would be in the sort of left lane of this primary. I think it's fair to say.
She's very online.
Yes.
She is an
You mean a
activist.
normal
She's at Broadview
person?
all the time. She's being indicted right now, which I know you covered on your show.
She worked at Media Matters. She covered online influencers.
Yeah, she is very much of the internet.
She's very savvy.
This brief, he's like, here's the brief, because she's great. Amanda was great. She's like, well, show me the brief. Got the brief, and the brief said, we're not asking you to endorse any candidate, which now makes them be able to flout FEC rules, right?
There we go. Don't endorse anyone, because then we'd have to report it. Just bash her for cash.
Well, that's how the campaign finance system works. As long as you don't say, I support this candidate or I oppose this candidate, you could just say whatever the fuck you want. That's the entire point of political action committees.
Any candidate. We just want you to tell people to explore their options and not be swayed by any
Oh my God,
influence.
I have the perfect ad then. If all we're supposed to do is say, explore your options, here's what we do. We find all the bad things about her opponents and say, this is option number 1. This is option number 2. And then we talk about Kat, be like, well, obviously you should explore your options. And this is option number 3, and put all the great things about Kat. Boom, perfect attack ad, right?
Yes. I'm voting for Kat with that ad. And I think you have to post the thing first, and then they're going to look at it, and then they're not going to pay you first. So I was like, I don't think that would work.
Well, if we do it in the style of like an attack on Kat, but make it like all the great things that she talks about, like how dare she want universal health care or whatever it is.
We'll just play her own ad.
There you go.
And then we'll just put a bin logo on it. $1,500. Check, please.
Like,
oh yeah, and I'm glad that the George Soros funded Democrats are finally getting there.
Right.
They're the ones these paid protesters, and who's paying you guys to talk shit about Democrats? All right, you little bots out there, who's paying you?
Abu Ghazala, here are 6 things that you can say. Please highlight more than one. And so it's very easily flouting.
Giving them the
So they have
talking
all this
points and
stuff
everything.
that I sent to candidate Abu Ghazala, and she's like, this is slanderous. This is not true. These are false claims. And so Amanda said, no, thank you. Thank you, but no, thank you. When she tried to find out who it was. And again, this guy.
The BIM Podcast Network is funded by you and only you, our lovely, beautiful viewers. We don't take any corporate money because fuck them.
Yep.
Control our speech.
Matt said, well, it's this really important Illinois organization. It's not an official organization, but they are very powerful. You'd know them if you saw them, and you'd like them. And he said that the company was called Democracy Unmuted. Now,
can we show the website?
Oh, it's a great website.
This
Please
is
do so.
Democracy. Now, again, Democracy Unmuted is the source of the funds being channeled through this guy that's going out to pay influencers to not endorse a candidate.
This topic serves as a comprehensive brief for the influencer partnership, detailing the project's scope, objectives, requirements, and key performance indicators. Project overview. This Democracy Unmuted campaign calls on creators to help engage voters in the Illinois 9th Congressional District around the importance of representation that is authentic, informed, and accountable. Sounds like Kat.
Ooh, Mikey. All right. Hold on one second. I have a quick update for you on this very website. So Democracy Unmuted reacted to the Chris Hayes. Our campaign and partners were just called out by MS Now. Here's what they didn't tell you.
We didn't finish the MS Now thing though.
Okay.
This is their. We're hold on, Tim. Hold on a second. I'm reading what they said. We don't know what they said yet. The goal is to encourage voters to look past viral personalities and ask real questions about who is running and why. Democracy Unmuted believes silence enables abuse of power, corruption, and misinformation. Your voice is a tool. Your feed is a megaphone. Together, we can protect what is left of democracy and forge a better future. Core message. The Illinois Democratic primary is March 17th, today. The Congressional District of Illinois deserves a representation that is genuine, prepared, and focused on the service of the community, not personal brand building. The goal is to ask questions of your audience to get them to look deeper into all candidates running.
But to use talking points to attack one of the three candidates from an unknown source, Democracy Unmuted has a Illinois voter awareness campaign.
Yeah, and the website is started 2 weeks ago. It's got like some big words.
They just made this.
Democracy, fight,
Oh
things
my
like that.
God.
And then it's a crap website.
Right.
It's got a jot form at the bottom that goes to nowhere. I filled it out and it's like, thank you. And then nothing. It doesn't go to your email. I don't know what they did with my email now. I'm probably on a list, but so it's a crap website. And so
Let's hear more about that crap website. Kicking it over to Tim in the studio.
Okay, so I scrolled all the way to the bottom. I wanted to see what their parent, if they had a parent company. So our campaign and partners were just called out by MS Now. Reporter, here's what they didn't tell you. Reporter Brandy, I don't want to mispronounce
Zadronzi.
Yes. Has a long-running relationship and a joint podcast with Ben Collins, a partner of candidate Kat. I'm not gonna.
Abugazela.
Abugazela, yes. And they posted a picture, and Chris Hayes also has a podcast called Why Is This Happening? If you like Chris Hayes, I suggest that you listen to it. It's a good podcast. He brings on interesting people.
He's not bad.
Transparency isn't just a talking point. Do the right thing. Unmute democracy. ICE raids in our neighborhoods. These are their talking points. Strongman plays in Venezuela. And you know that they got some democratic talking points. We are all influencers. Your voice is a tool. Your feed is a megaphone. Silence is a choice. Speak up, speak out. Stand up, speak out. Protect what's left of our democracy. That's it. That's the whole website, guys.
There's no buttons.
There's no buttons.
It's literally just a billboard.
You could do this on fucking Google's website builder.
So what are they trying to imply here? That these people are clearly in the tank for Kat. So it's perfectly valid for us to say, hey, influencers, you want to do some hit pieces for cash? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna do some digging into, while we watch the rest of this video, I'm gonna dig into what their finances are.
Uh-oh. You shouldn't have got on Tim's radar.
she says no, but we checked it out and we did some searching, and it seems like some other influencers ended up taking that money. Oh, do you have it?
We do. So I'm going to show this. I think we have this is an influencer from Missouri who goes by the name The Woke Ginger.
Indeed.
He has a red hair, as you'll see, and here's what his video sounded like.
The worst kind of ginger.
Your vote in the primary on March 17th will determine who represents you in Congress. And get this, there are 16 candidates running to replace Jan Schakowsky at the end of her term as she retires. So it's important to look past viral personalities and ask who is running and why.
So look past viral personalities, ask who is running and why is from the memo, right? That, like, I think word
for word.
That's word for word. Yeah. Okay. We should note the Woke Ginger just posted something saying that we have a message from the Woke Ginger. saying that he's taking it down. It didn't meet his standards. He does not say that he was paid for this, but you can draw your own conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, I reached out to him yesterday after I saw it. I grabbed the video first from his page and then reached out to him and said, is this a video where you paid for it? And then he took it down immediately and said, has a sorry message. He apologized to candidate Abugazala. And he said, it did not meet my standards. When I asked if he was paid, he said, I was not paid. And I said, wait, were you not offered money or were you not paid? And then he just didn't want to talk to me anymore. But he seems like a nice.
What was it? The woke ginger?
Yeah, the woke ginger, yeah. So, Democracy Unmuted is started as of this month. They don't have any official filings with the FEC and they're not listed as an Illinois business. So they're too new.
Oh, so when is this from? This is from 3 days ago. So the 14th. So when did he do that? How many? Trying to find it. Did he take it down?
Maybe he took it down.
Trying to find him in the same oh, is this it? No. God, these TikTokers are fucking weird, man. Man, you give them a fucking phone and they swear that they are 24/7 celebrities. It's like in every single room in his house, he's doing a fucking looking dead into the camera thing. Fucking strange. Can I search? Is there a search on TikTok?
Maybe.
I don't know.
They're probably. I don't do TikTok.
It doesn't do what I need it to. So there's no. I did a Control F. There's no cat in any of them. Can I look at it? Who's TikTok literate?
So the Democracy Unmuted's website, like I said, that's all there is. There's no contact information. There's no about us. There's no anything. This is just this is what happens when you don't have proper campaign finance laws, to be quite honest.
We're at 451.
This is just a political action committee that was created 2 weeks ago, and there's no filings yet.
Okay. Do your research on Illinois 9. That's what it was called. Huh. It's gone. Oh,
they don't even have a sign up button anymore.
So I hope people are understanding kind of now. It's not just everyone out here just like, oh, Trump won Georgia, now everyone's cheating. Like, dude, look at the fucking insider fucking bullshit from the left and the right against people who actually give a fuck about what happens to you on a day-to-day basis. Like, if you guys don't understand already that there is a section of the Democratic Party, which is the left, that is desperately trying to help this country, and everyone is trying to stop us. So either you can get on our team and help us actually fix some shit, or do you want to just chase trans people around for the rest of your life, hoping that one day that they'll kiss you? Because they're not going to.
It's so crazy that there's once again, there's zero accountability for this group. They don't have to put their information up. They could just create a website and say, hey, you want to work for us? We'll give you $1,500. I don't even know if there's a way for you to get the $1,500, to be quite honest.
How would they send it? That isn't going to be subject to FEC.
There's nowhere on their website that is clickable.
Oh, man. I still can't find the video. I can't find an apology. She said he took it down and yeah, he just deleted it and then just acted like nothing happened. Yeah. And then I want people to understand, like, there's tons of these people that are, carpetbagging and trying to, well, this Trump thing is going really poorly. Better switch teams.
Like, there's no 501c4 status listed. There's nothing. So this is it's got to be a fucking scam. It's got to be.
Yep. Yeah, I see nothing about his no apology, no whatever she's talking about. I don't see that. Oh my God, and he's in St. Louis. God, ruining my city. Ruining my city. Those circles are pretty small in Chicago, in St. Louis. I wonder if I can.
March 17th will determine who represents you in Congress. And get this, there are 16 candidates running to replace Jan Schakowsky at the end of her term as she retires. So it's important to look past viral personalities and ask who is running and why.
So look past viral personalities, ask who running and why is from the memo, right? That, like, I think word
for word.
That's word for word. Okay. We should note the woke ginger just posted something saying that we have a message from the woke ginger saying that he's taking it down. It didn't meet his standards. He does not say
It
that
didn't
he
meet
was
his
paid for
standards.
this,
Did
but it-
$1,500
you
meet
can
his
draw your own
standards?
conclusion.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, here we go. Here's the message. Okay. Oh, we put it on fucking Twitter. Oh, yeah. Go the Surfs, friend of the show. Share this tab instead. The concept of woke ginger, let alone the woke ginger. The Surf says, doesn't admit that he took money to do it, and says, my platform is still young whenever it has half a million followers. Tonight, I posted a piece of content that was about the primaries taking place in Illinois 9 on March 17th. Shortly after posting, I realized it did not meet the standards I've set for my platform, so I removed it. I want to be clear, I do not endorse candidates on my platform. My focus is the larger issues of encouraging people to do research, engage, and vote for the candidates that they believe will bring out the most meaningful change. My intent with the post was to encourage voters in the district to look into unusually large pool of 16 candidates before heading to the polls. In my haste, I used one candidate as an example. That was not a balanced approach, nor was it appropriate to single out one candidate out of 16 without discussing them all. Come on, man.
I
should have did 16 videos, actually. Sorry.
Right. If you posted a video and then you thought, because those videos are edited or whatever, right? He's got to do a little bit of editing. If you posted a video and then it didn't meet your standards after the internet thought it was bad, then maybe you're the problem. Maybe your standards should be a little bit higher before you post the video.
My goal is to stick to facts and remain balanced, and that post clearly did not meet those goals. My platform is still young, and I'm continuing to learn and grow, especially when discussing elections and candidates. I want you to sincerely apologize to Kat Abuguzela and wish her the best of luck in the upcoming primary. You got fucking found out, dude.
You also probably got grifted out of that money.
Yeah, you also didn't get paid. And also, he's in fucking St. Louis. What the fuck do you care what happens in Illinois 9? In the Democratic primary.
Right.
Something that you literally cannot vote in because you're not fucking registered in this state. You have no stakes in this.
Reached out to him yesterday after I saw it. I grabbed the video first from his page and then reached out to him and said, is this a video where you paid for it? And then he took it down immediately and said, has a sorry message. He apologized to candidate Abugazala. And he said, it did not meet my standards. When I asked if he was paid, he said, I was not paid. And I said, wait, were you not offered money or were you not paid? And then he just didn't want to talk to me anymore. But
they didn't pay him.
Nice fella with 1 million followers doing his thing.
Now, I just want to be clear here. Like, we don't know who this came from. We still don't know. Like the way that dark money works is so insane and insidious. I want to show what the super PAC spending has been like for Illinois 9, which has been enormous. And there's been a ton of it. As you can see, I think it's like, what is that? $5 million total.
My God. Laura Fine? Who's Laura Fine?
Scanning.
And why is there $5 million spent on her alone?
Let's go to her Wikipedia. American politicians served. She's from the Illinois Senate, so she's a state senator. Previously represented 17th district in the Illinois House of Rep from 2013 to 2019. In 2025, Fine announced her candidacy for Illinois' 9th congressional district. Okay. Well, she went to Indiana University. And then she went to NIU. Okay, that's better. She was a Northfield Township clerk from 2009 to 2012. On July 28th, here, I'll do this. 2017, Fine announced her intention to run for the state Senate seat, being vacated by Daniel Bliss, the other person running in the race.
Wow.
After running unopposed in the primary, Fine won the 2018 general election. She took office. Okay.
We do have some information.
Another corporate blue.
We do have some information from Chrissy in the chat. So Chrissy did a domain search and found that the domain for Democracy Unmuted was registered in January via a company called Namecheap. They're based in Phoenix. And interesting, the name servers are pointed towards Cloudflare, which usually means the site is being self-hosted.
And Kat's like, yeah, we should have like healthcare and shit and
Right.
tax the rich. And like, what if we just paid people $1,500 to talk shit about her? Like, why don't you just fucking pay your taxes? Okay. Instead of dumping $5 million into a fucking race, why don't you just fucking pay your taxes?
Laura Fine has been the beneficiary of like the most of that with Elect Chicago Women, which is super PAC aligned with APAC. They've put a lot of money into the race on her behalf. Daniel Biss, you can see, has some money, but he's also been attacked by some of that super PAC, as has Kat Abou-Ghazala. But the point is that we don't.
Oh, here we go. We almost buried the lead. Israel, Jewish Insider described her as her political platform as being strongly pro-Israel. In a position paper obtained by the news outlet, Fine said Israel is more than just a strategic ally. It's a beacon of democracy in one of the world's most volatile regions. Additionally, she said that she fully supports the current portfolio of the U.S. security assistance to Israel, including the $3.8 billion annual commitment. Annual?
It is an annual amount of money that we give, yes.
Which includes critical funding for weapon systems. She added that she does not support additional conditions on the aid to Israel, militarily or otherwise. Well, there you go. I wonder why the girl who believes in genocide got $5 million.
Oh no, this is not under
Get money out of
FEC
politics.
regulations, and we're just at the beginning of this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, dark money has been around for a while, right? But like the amount of dark money that's happening right now is massive. And I think it's really important to pay attention to the online creator space, because it's the place we're going to see this dark money go. The guy that runs this marketing firm,
Where's our dark money?
He keeps touting on his websites is leveraging the power of AI. What does that mean? Okay, you're going to leverage micro influencers, and now you're leveraging the power of AI to do what?
Can I just say, I mean, two places that people get information right now, particularly between the ages of 18 and 35, is social media and ChatGPT. And ChatGPT announced they're taking ads. So it's like, buddy, I don't know, like there's going to be there's billions of dollars of dark money pouring into these races right now in the primaries and in the general election. It's going to, like, who knows where it's going to go and why, and we can't track it. We don't know.
No, we don't know. And unless there's like campaign finance reform out the wazoo, which it doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon.
Or you ferret it out and call it out at least.
100%. And that is the thing that I'm always hopeful for real people, but people like Amanda Informed, that's going to come forward and say this isn't right and sort of peel back and show us how it's done. I think that's what we're going to have to rest on.
Yeah, nice work, Amanda, and nice work, Brandy Zadrozny.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we talked earlier about what the platform of the show is, and the first one is get rid of Citizens United.
They wouldn't be able to do this if they had to, if there were limits to how much money they could put into fucking elections. Wouldn't be able to do it.
That shit is crazy. And the fact that website is basically untraceable is fucking crazy. Oh, Chrissy posted a minor correction because they do dates differently than we do. The website was registered March 1st, not January 3rd.
Oh, right. Stupid calendars. Yeah. Chrissy, well played, sir. Well played. Good in, as they say over there. I speak the parlance.
2 British pound super chat from Allie. Hats off to Chrissy. Bravo.
And did we just sit there? Nuh-uh. That's not what happened. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It's a good website. Nuh-uh. Like, that's how you guys sound when you guys talk shit about things that are right in front of you. But it is just unbelievable to me that the people who are small government, who want, a strong border and all this shit, they're like flying out to all these other countries, blowing shit up. They say, the fucking crooked politicians are all about money and and they just literally donate to fucking PACs that do the exact thing that they don't want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought y'all didn't like this shit. I thought you didn't want this shit to happen. And let's not also pretend that these people are not like this Israel collective is Republican and Democrat. Like
right.
Anybody who's not trying to fund them for life to as much money as they beg to have. Oh, you're an enemy of the state. How could you not support the 51st state? Because they're not a fucking fit. Make them a state. And then we can have a different conversation. But that's a foreign country as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You don't get no when Mikey and Tim are president and rulers of Earth. You won't be getting any money. Nobody will be getting any money. USAID is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you need something out of there, you can go into the donation bin and get something out of there. Bombs are not in there.
We're gonna have a worldwide take a penny, leave a penny.
Hey, you want some Sesame Street? That's in the USAID box. Ain't no bombs in there though. I got Elmo counting. Wait, we got the count. Got the count. Fucking Alma. Government small enough to fit in everyone's butt. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Because you don't know what you want. They know what you want.
Hey, Mikey, quick check on oil prices here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is gasoline. Hey, I hope you guys like paying out the wazoo for gasoline.
I was told that it's lower than it's ever been.
It's up 13 cents today.
Hey Tim, what's that wet stuff that they put inside trucks that deliver everything?
Oh, that's I mean, it could be diesel, it could also be gasoline. Petrol, they call it in the UK.
So it's almost like those increased prices in the inputs on the logistics side. It almost seems like that would affect us now.
It's almost like it would. It almost like this is an immediate response to our unnecessary war in Iran, just because the president thought it was a fun idea.
Well, Tim, how will we know when the war is going to be over?
Well, he said he'll think about it.
Or when he feels it in his bones.
When he feels it in his bones, that's when the war will be over. When he can feel it. Does he feel feelings? Does he have feeling in his bones anymore?
I don't know if I've ever felt my bones. I mean, through my hand, maybe.
I don't put this past Vance blaming the increase in cost of oil on Biden.
Well, if Biden would have just spiked the gas first, then we wouldn't have had to do it.
I mean, let's go out 5 years. Let's see. So the gasoline is the most expensive since the end of the pandemic. Yeah. August 2022. That's about the end of the pandemic. The most expensive it's been in 4 years.
All right, Tim, are you ready for rapid fire?
I'm ready for rapid fire.
All right. First, the weather.
The weather. Oh, thunder snow? Yo, thunder snow is fucking wild. Yeah. That's nightmare fuel.
What a great cut. Holy.
Yeah, no. Thunder and lightning during a snowstorm is fucking terrifying.
That's rare.
We had thunder snow during that blizzard that we had back in February.
This is a good one. Because it's all cloud to cloud.
Yeah.
So
it's that rolling thunder.
All right, pop quiz for everybody. How do you tell how far away the lightning strike is from you?
I think I know how, but
guess.
So
how do you interpret DEI?
The lightnings. I'm gonna say after the lightning strike, I believe it's you count 7 seconds, and every 7 seconds is a mile.
Close. That was in Illinois, Hassan.
Billy says it's 4 seconds a mile.
Close. It is. I had to Google it to make sure because I was doing it wrong, but I was still getting the right-ish answer. You count the seconds, divide by 5.
Divide by 5, really?
Mm-hmm. Because it takes 5 seconds for a thunderbolt to get that sound wave out through air.
Because sound is 5 times faster or slower than light.
No, it's way slower than that.
Well, then why is it 5 seconds?
Because that's how long it takes at sea level or whatever. That's how long it takes for the sound to get to you.
Oh,
the sound travels at a mile a second.
I see.
Yes.
Scott says if it's really loud, it's close. If it ain't, it ain't.
She knows. She knows. She knows. Bro, you want to talk like everyone keeps talking about how we're so stupid and we're so brainwashed and your degrees are so dumb. Observe the 20-something that was in charge of, well, who's downloaded probably at this point, all of your social security information and put it on a fucking weird server somewhere that is not regulated by anybody.
I've seen this.
How do you interpret DEI?
There was the EO explicitly laid out the details. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It's 3 fucking letters, genius.
It's okay. I'm asking for your understanding of it.
Yeah, my understanding was exactly what was written in the EO.
Okay, so can you?
I don't remember what was in the EO.
Can you tell
So
us
right
what
now,
that
do you have
was?
an understanding of what DEI is?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your understanding as you sit here today in this deposition?
Yeah.
Well, it was exactly what was written
Answer the fucking question, Sweeney Todd.
in the EO. And so anytime that we would look at a grant through the lens of complying with an executive order, we would just refer back to the EO and assess
what a
if
dumb
this grant
piece of
had
shit.
relation to it.
Okay, but I guess stepping back from your methodology strictly in terminating the grants, do you have an understanding as you sit here today of what DEI means?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your understanding of what it means?
Yeah, I asked you that. Now I want you to say it out loud, stupid boy. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, guy?
Well, it is exactly what was written in the EO.
Okay, so
and I don't have the EO in front of me, but that was we would always reference back to the EO
Right.
and make sure that this grant was.
And you did it about 1 million times in about 10 hours. So clearly you have a good understanding of it.
compliance with the EO.
I understand that. Okay, but I'm not asking necessarily about what was in the EO. I'm asking very specifically about your present understanding of what of DEI. Do you have a present understanding of DEI?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain what that
Say
present understanding is?
Well, it is just easier for me to be referencing back to the EO.
Are you refusing to answer the question?
I'm not refusing to answer the question.
Okay.
I just feel that referencing back to the verbatim executive order was the best way.
What do you remember from the paper? I think I'd need the paper to remember.
That's hilarious.
Blink, 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 blink.
Are you refusing to answer the question? No, I can't remember how to answer the question the way I was told to answer the question.
I can't remember what my answer for this is supposed to be.
Us to capture all of the DEI language. And so I think giving a high-level overview of what I could relay as DEI is not going to do justice what was written in the EO.
And that's okay. We can look at the EO as well. Great. I'm asking you this is a deposition. I'm asking you questions. You're under oath. So you're required to answer them. So what is your understanding of what DEI means?
Well, I think I would say, again, that I would go back to the EO to make sure I'm capturing enough. I don't feel comfortable saying a high level.
Tim, DEI is what was on that paper, and I'm not that paper. So how could I answer? I'm not Tim. I'm not a piece of paper. Obviously, I'm not a piece of paper.
I'm not the investigator in that room, but I would definitely go bad cop on him.
Tell me what you know. Get the cheesecloth in the bucket. I'm sick of this shit.
I'd ask the other guy who's doing the interviewing with me to leave the room, and then I would go fucking full Stabler on his ass.
You just and then you start talking like Jason Statham. Look here, little doggy. I'm only going to ask you this one more time.
Overview.
What does DEI mean? Just tell me.
Big bucket, and there's just a lot of pieces of the puzzle.
What's a part of the
bucket? So many bucket puzzles.
Gender fluidity.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yep.
Promoting.
This is what the motherfucking chat sound like. Every time y'all want to fucking start chirping and we fucking pull your fucking shit up, this is how y'all sound to everybody else, just so for the record.
Promoting subsets of LGBTQ plus.
Richard Spencer
might alienate another part of a community.
Right. Alienation, big part of DEI.
Again, it was just easier for us to reference back into the EO.
Are you high right now?
Sir, are you on drugs?
Okay. So,
and I don't want to give you a broad overview because it's like at the end of the day, it is capturing, it is all encompassing in the EO. It's how we did our methodology.
Right. Do you always refer to EOs to gain an understanding of words used in your typical daily vernacular?
Objection. What do you mean?
Sir, are you dumb?
You're the dumber line.
Say that you have an understanding of what DEI means, and when I ask you, you say you need to.
Big ass word, DEI. I can't say that shit.
Reference the EO. Do you need to reference EOs to define every word you use in your everyday life?
Objection.
No.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a lawyer in the room too?
Well, it's a deposition. So,
okay.
So when they're saying, and I saw a lot of people like reacting to this and stuff like that. Why does that lady keep saying objection? And he's talking anyway. This lawyer objected. He should stop talking. That's not how depositions work.
Yeah,
it's not an actual court case thing. It's a recorded questioning. So when she's objecting, she's typically objecting to the form. Woo! Is that doing it automatically, or is that you?
I didn't do nothing.
It's doing it automatically.
Wow,
that's cool. I don't know why that started.
Two British pound super chat from Ali. How many brain cells does he have?
I mean, I'd have to refer to the EO to tell you that.
I'd have to refer. I love the question from the person questioning, asking, do you follow EOs to like live your life? Like that is a good, and I know his lawyer objected because it's a silly question, but it's also a good question. Like you need
real quick. So what I was saying before, she's objecting to the form of the question. So in a proper case, she would object to the judge, and the judge would sustain or whatever, but the judge is not there. So she's just putting it on the record that she does have a complaint about how the guy was asking the question. Yes, go on, Tim. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that like it's a question that it's a kind of a question you have to ask to be like, where are you getting this? What's your state?
Yeah.
Like what are you doing here, buddy? Like if you can't refer to what your personal opinion is on DEI, which is what he was asking him, like, what's your definition of DEI? And he's like, well, I have to refer to the EO. Well, okay, do you refer to every EO for how to live your life then? Or is it just this specific thing?
Alistair. Oh, no, Chris C. Sorry, I'm reading too much. 2 British pounds. And to do Alistair's question, a big fat 0. I have a big fat 0. He's not that fat. He's getting there. He's getting old. These guys are
they're so dumb.
In your own words, what is DEI? We've been here 3 minutes 45 seconds. Dude, it's right there in the diversity, equity, inclusion. Next question. You know what I mean? The guy probably had more follow-up questions, but you're so busy avoiding the first one. You look super fucking incompetent. I mean, you are, but now it's very obvious that you're very stupid and incompetent.
Defining DEI to your understanding is
Hello.
today on January 28th, 2026.
It wouldn't be capturing enough of how big the topic is. DEI is very broad.
Oh boy.
If you guys have the stomach, the deposition for him and the other one are up there, and it is not great, but we're in lightning round.
I'm sure it's a real easy watch.
Very frustrating.
Around this time last year, we were telling you almost nightly about Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency canceling projects all across Colorado.
I was supposed to do them yesterday, but it was Stinky Butt's birthday. She's 3 years old. Happy birthday, baby.
And the funding for them.
We did send
a lot
all
of
the pictures.
Organizations were shocked
Yes, I
to
have
lose
the
that
photos.
funding and said they were never given a specific reason why. Now, new court documents show a lot of those decisions were made by artificial intelligence. Spencer Soitcher has more.
Great.
Maybe that's why he couldn't fucking answer the fucking question, because he didn't do any of it. He just loaded it into a fucking algorithm and let it go crazy.
God. Well, I mean, that's why they removed from the Enola Gay, right? Because it had the word gay in it.
Which was the guy's wife's name, or his mom's name. His mom's name was Enola Gay.
The time is 10:44, and we're now back on the record.
Have you ever sat in your boss's office as they told you about a decision and thought, man, whose idea was that?
Welcome back, Mr. Kavanaugh.
It was these so-called Doge Bros in Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency reviewing millions in federal grants.
Which one of you is the drug mule?
Last year. Or actually, it was ChatGPT.
We didn't
Spin you later. Bye, Tons. Love you, brother.
know who the individuals, the entities were to review and select who was going to get cut.
When Dr. Xochitl Chavez's grant with CU Boulder was pulled last year, it hit hard.
My home, my community. This affects directly Colorado history, Colorado's people.
She'd spent the last 4 years digitally archiving Southern Colorado's unique musical past. It spent about 75% of the $150,000 grant. But court filings show Doge staffers entered a brief summary of Xochitl's federal grant and others into ChatGPT, where it was flagged to be pulled because it promoted diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI.
You could call it a whitewashing. It's also a full-on erasure, limited story.
And sorry, but these little ignorant Doge kids need to stay away from all forms of music. You don't get to cut the funding for any kind, unless y'all motherfuckers can shred. I ain't trying to hear it. You need to be leave anything of cultural significance alone, because we're not getting it from your punk asses.
Telling of the makeup of our community and our state.
Video depositions showed Doge relied heavily on AI to determine which projects promoted DEI, and that some staffers couldn't even define DEI.
Y'all finna go to jail.
You have an understanding as you sit here today of what DEI means?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your understanding of what it means?
Well, it is exactly what was written in the EO.
Okay, so
and I don't have the EO in front of me, but
The documents show 4 Colorado projects were reviewed.
That's why I gave you guys a sneak peek, so you just can see exactly how stupid he is.
For DEI by AI, and 3 were flagged as promoting DEI.
That was very lazy, inconsiderate, and dehumanizing.
Chavez says they were able to finish the project, but only because the people working on it paid out of their own pocket to see it through.
This is where we're losing humanity.
It's important to note here that these AI programs make mistakes too. In fact, I used ChatGPT as I sorted through the thousands of documents here and found it was making mistakes, sometimes not noticing obvious errors or overlooking key details like actual cases that were even listed in this, Jenny.
I think
another reason to hate AI. You're welcome.
people will debate the merit of a program, right? That's politics. But to debate how you cancel a program, feeding it through ChatGPT.
You thought that lady, do you want to, here, let's see if you can pronounce her name, buddy. It's Xochitl. You think that's a white lady? Xochitl Chavez, you think that's a white lady? You just don't be around people, huh? Okay. Okay, buddy. Hope you feel better. Oh, a car complaint.
Ford is a company that does a lot of things right. What they just did here is not one of those things.
I told my wife this yesterday when we got to the mall to get her to get the baby's Build-A-Bear for her birthday. She could not believe this, and you guys will not either.
Thanks. And no, I'm not talking about the Mustang Mach-E as a whole, even though the Mach-E should be what it was named and not Mustang, because it's not a Mustang. Let's just end that, please. No, I'm talking about right here, the front of this car. See, in electric vehicles, you usually get something called a frunk or a front trunk. And if you open it up,
we want the frunk. Gotta have that frunk.
You get, well, a front trunk. There's lots of storage you can put there because, well, there's no engine. So you get extra storage space. But in recent months and over the past 1 to 2 years, many...
Guess where this is going? Guess where this is going, Tim?
I don't know.
Many automakers are trying to make you buy things in your car that already exist. BMW is famous for it because they...
Can you see where it's going now?
Oh, no. They want you to purchase an unlock for it?
Wanted to charge you for heated seats in their car as a subscription service. And Ford is thinking of doing exactly that with the Mustang Mach-E. See, in their own research, they have found that not a lot of people are actually using the frunk. You can see this is a hatchback. It is very utilitarian without even the frunk existing at all. So Ford is now thinking, that's an interesting opportunity to make more money.
Now we will have them.
Like money.
So what they want to do is give you the option to open it by you paying for it.
That's the boy.
Thing I ever heard.
The new thing is called the exterior option, and it's a box that needs to be checked on purchase to be able to access the front trunk, or it won't be opened at all.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! Literally, they will seal it from factory. Oh, and by the way, this is an
they're going to seal something that doesn't need to be sealed because you didn't have a subscription service for the trunk.
That's crazy. So I can see this as a thing because, you know, everything's moving to a subscription model, isn't it?
What a joke.
I recently purchased the car. I bought a Subaru, and there is a subscription, but it's not for anything that's like physical in the car. Like it's
the trunk.
Right. It's not for the trunk or anything like that. Like it's, so the subscription I have is for like a remote start feature that's built into the car, but it won't activate unless I have the subscription.
Which is a ripoff.
Yeah, which is a ripoff because it's already built into the car. Like I didn't have to be like, hey, can you put remote start in my car? They're like, oh no, here, it's already in there, but if you want to pay us, then we'll activate it.
They're gonna just seal that bitch with a big utility bolt with a special screwdriver, so you can't get that shit out of there. It's gonna have a
so
special.
ridiculous.
You're gonna need a special wrench from the dealership to fucking get the thing off.
Actual thing that's happening. This is an option for the 2026 models, and it's listed on the site under a whole bunch of things that usually a lot of people don't even use or want. Things like a tire inflator kit, wheel lock, bumper protectors, splash.
You're gonna have to buy all that shit if you want your frunk.
guards, sort of in the section of exterior things that people are just like, nah, I don't need that. So unless you're really looking for it, you might not have access to this part of your own car that you're paying for. And here's what it boils down to for us consumers. What we need to do, guys, is stop paying for this junk. If you don't want car makers to do subscriptions for this kind of thing, don't buy that car, don't buy their products. End of story. If you were going to buy a Mach-E, would you pay for this?
No.
Dr. Cox. So if she's not white, I'm Sicilian, then I'm not white. Hey. So let me talk to him. Do you know what white means? Because Italians weren't white for a long time.
Especially Sicilians. Oh boy.
Like, you know that, right? Italians were not always white people. You weren't included in that.
It's
same thing with
white.
Irish. Irish weren't included in white people.
I just want to point this out for everyone in the back. White is a social construct. It's a social construct. We made it up.
Yeah, there's no white landia that all you whites are from.
Right. It's something that like other countries don't even fucking consider.
Yeah, they don't know
it's
what that
fucking
is.
made up, guys. It's a almost purely American.
Let's
bullshit.
Oh, did I lose it? Oh shit! I had a good storm picture.
White has had a different definition throughout American history.
Yeah, ICE would harass her. So there you go. There's the answer that you needed.
There you go.
That's what you needed to hear. Oh man, there was a really good picture of the storm. Thought I put it in the list, but it had like the green clouds where it was like, what do you mean the sky's never green? Yes, the fuck it is during tornado season.
Look at this fucking guy. Her skin is whiter than mine. All right, spell.
So you think whiteness is tied to pigment?
Right.
I need you to read like 6 to 7 books.
Read just one book about sociology. Just one. Just
read about like the history of it. Like, I'm in Chicago, so we have like Italian people and Irish people and Polish people and all that stuff. Like, just do a little research on immigrants. These people were not white when they first got here.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. That is a recent thing that the people who made the rules changed them. It's just like our money. It's not real.
The points don't matter and everything's made up.
Exactly. If you want the actual definition of whiteness that's historical, it's white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. If you're not one of those, then you're not white.
And let me ask you something. Are Italians white Anglo-Saxon Protestants? No, they're Catholics. Catholics
And they're
are
not
the opposite of Protestants. So
and they're
you
also
would
not
be
Anglo-Saxon.
white. Right. But we're the problem, you know?
Yeah, no, it's
Oh my god, this is unreal.
Whoa.
Broke it.
Unreal. All right, here we go. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's a little windy.
This is.
See up there?
No, that was a tornado. I don't know. I didn't really look. I'm more focused on filming.
There you go. You get a little peek into the clouds over there. See how it's not supposed to be green, but that looks greenish, huh?
I've seen the green clouds on occasion.
Yep. I'm getting all of it. It's about to come down right there.
Yeah, green is not good for a cloud color. That's you're in trouble when the clouds are fucking turning weird colors, man.
We're gonna go south in a second.
Tornado.
It's a tornado.
Unreal.
Oh, McKinnon, since you're here now, we need a meddlesome woman shirt.
Yes.
Hey, I'm worried about your.
There was a Supreme Court case where an Indian man took it all the way to the Supreme Court to say that he, in fact, was white. Born in Calcutta. Yeah. He said, I am white. What are you talking about?
Right. It's not just about skin color, guys. It's a social construct.
Yep. The Irish weren't white. The Italians weren't white. That is a recent thing.
Yeah, the Irish need not apply is a whole big thing. For St. Patrick's Day, we remember Americans' oppression of the Irish.
And he's like, white skin, white people. Easy as that.
Memory card's full on camera. I'm recording on my phone. No, it's full?
No.
Swapping my phone.
No.
All right.
Please, God, no.
My phone. Look at the speed. Look at the speed.
Yeah, a horrible racist Lego village. I mean,
Yep.
you can hear the sirens going off in the background.
This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I've never been more terrified and amazed in my life, dude. This is unreal.
The word you're looking for is awe. Scoot up a little bit. You can see the line of hail coming at them.
I got debris, something, trees. All right, let's go. Go for it. Shit, that's a lot of hail. Big hail coming down. Big hailstones. It's just wrapping around the back edge of the sail. Look at the damage.
Yeah, this would be the point in the Twisters movie where they'd be like, all right, we're driving into the tornado now.
In a couple of the towns near me, they were getting like baseball-sized hail. So there was a few cars that got fucked up. It looked like those,
hail's no joke.
It looked like they put those cars at the end of like a fucking gun range or something like that. Just all the windows shot out. Just fucking just destroyed that place. Shout out to the Storm Hunter, Hunter May, for their coverage of it. Like, it was bad. And then as soon as that was over and the cleanup crew started, we got this severe fucking 65-mile-an-hour gust wind. And then we got a blizzard. And then they fucking named the blizzard in Wisconsin. Like Blizzard Elsa. I'm like, wait, what? Nah, dog. Don't tell me we've gotten to the level where they're like getting names like hurricanes now. No. Not like
And they're also getting ironic names, which is funny.
No. Just, I would like to deport the tornadoes out of the country. I would like to send them away. Everybody, if you are in a place that's voting, do it. Bundle up. It's cold as shit. We're going to have to pack up the baby and go do our thing, but you need to go do it. It's important. It has to happen.
Go vote in your primaries, unless your state doesn't allow you because you're not registered with a party or whatever. Like, vote if you can.
Vote if you are supposed to be voting.
Because the primaries are happening now through like May. So like, if you got a primary coming up in your state, make sure you vote for it.
And this is and now is the time for you to be as picky as you want to be.
Yeah.
The
Don't
primaries
just vote for the whatever the party candidate is. Like, make sure you know your choices. Like, kind of like what that woke ginger dude was saying, but actually, like, make sure you know what your choices are.
Yeah. And now is the time for you to put all of the pressure, and you don't think that you'll be able to get this going. You won't be able to. They'll never believe us, and they never listen to us. The primary is the time where you say, bitch, you'll do what I fucking tell you to do, or you're not getting a single fucking vote. Or I'll vote for that guy if you don't do it. This is the time when you put that pressure on them.
Yeah. And you listen, even if you're voting for a candidate who doesn't have a chance in hell, you still vote for that candidate because you're giving them a platform, you're giving them a response that you think that their candidacy is worthwhile.
Right.
Like, if you're voting for like a 5-10%er, still, like, know that your vote matters to that candidate. Like, they're gonna see, like, if they get a higher percentage than they thought they were gonna get, maybe next time around they'll work a little bit harder.
Right. Or when they see that the shit that they're trying to do, the shit that they're trying to do is not working and everyone's turning on them.
Like, there's honestly because every member of the House of Representatives up for re-election, if they have a primary and you don't like what they've been doing, even if they're a Democrat, if you don't like what they've been doing, fucking vote for one of their opponents. Show them that you can protest vote for sure. Show them that you're tired of their bullshit.
This is when you can control them. But if you let that shit slide, and then you end up with fucking, like we had with Kamala and Trump. Nobody wanted fucking Kamala. We would have loved to have a fucking primary and fucking fight that shit out for a couple of months and then figure out what was next. And you saw the results. It doesn't work. The people need to be represented accurately, not just by whoever can fucking smear the most people possible.
Right.
Vote to the person not taking foreign aid. Exactly. Or promising to give out billions of fucking dollars out of this country to another country that already has fucking free healthcare and free college and home. Like, I never understood that. She's like, why are we giving money to people who have all the shit that we're begging for over here? They have universal fucking healthcare. We don't.
Exactly.
That's fair. We get to pay for other people's healthcare while we're all fucking trying to figure out which bill not to pay because they have fucking prescriptions to pick up. Like, be serious here.
Yeah, and also, you know, there's a whole bunch of down ballot races. Probably you're voting for state legislatures and governors and all that shit. So
county officials.
You know, it's your time to pick and choose the candidates you want.
And get them out of here if you don't want them in here.
Right.
Now we show everybody that we're pissed.
And if you live in the Illinois 9th Congressional District, vote for Kat.
We at the Bin Podcast Network thoroughly invoice Kat Abugazela for Illinois District 9.
Yeah, she's awesome. So do that.
I want to get her on the show, but she's so busy. She's so busy.
no one's paying us $1,500 to say this, but vote for Kat.
Kat, you'll come on our show, or swear to God, we'll go get $1,500 from someone. But in all seriousness, vote. Now's the time. Don't fucking, oh, well, we're going to win anyway. Just show up and do it. Just do it.
Baby.
All right. Yes.
Like and subscribe. Also, vote with your YouTube channel subscription because you like us more than other channels.
Do it. Hit the button, Tim. I got to pee. Love you guys. Drink.
Bye.